Maybe I should have closed the window. Kind of sounds like the neighbor's kid is getting murdered.
Why do you say this kind of stuff while I'm dancing?
The neighbor's kid is screaming.
That is not why I was dancing. I was happy to be here.
You're on the side of the kids, aren't you?
No.
I'm onto you.
No. Hello everybody. Hello Ranger. Happy blalala to you as well.
Fragilities, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it.
Much appreciated. Hello Fody. Hello Whole Kiwi.
No, the ritual dancing is much better.
That's in-game and I don't do that. Like, no. That's the children dancing, not the adults. That's also not the dance.
Whatever. Happy... I keep feeling it's Wednesday, but it's only Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
It feels like it should be Friday after the day I've had, but... yeah. I'm very glad I'm here. That's short and sweet of it. Very glad I'm here now. Feels like a Wednesday? Yes, it does.
It definitely feels like a Wednesday.
Which anime was that?
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater. If you know nothing about it, you should go to YouTube. You should put in Soul Eater Excalibur.
Yeah, that's the name of the character.
Because there is a scene with a character called Excalibur after the sword. And it is, I have to say, one of the most perfectly written dialogues I have ever seen. Like, I watched it with Tifa back then, and it's been 5-6 years?
It's been a while since I made you watch it, yeah.
It's still stuck with me. And we quote it regularly. Not on stream, we haven't done that yet, but actually we have. It's very subtle once you've seen it. It's amazing, you have to watch it. Hello,
so Wednesday, that feels like a Tuesday in summer while snowing. Could also be a Thursday while feeling like a Friday on a Sunday.
It's a conversation that takes maybe 2 minutes, but it feels like it takes 40 hours.
That character is one of the best written.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. Like, it's a back and forth that just transcends time. Amazing. Whoever wrote this, amazing.
Groundhog, happy Tuesday.
Not in class, I'm gonna take a bath now and relax to the stream before I have to be productive.
That
you
sounds
have to be
like
productive?
a good plan.
What are your plans for productivity today? Tell us about it. Also, enjoy your bath. Child murder, so relaxing. It's a video game.
I always fall asleep to the screams of my victims.
Yeah, mostly mine.
You may have a point there.
Yeah, I know. I'm there. I speak from experience. I'm just gonna take another sip of water. Yeah, I mean... Do you guys watch the ASDF movie series? What's that? Also, the answer is no.
Is that Twilight? Sounds like Twilight.
No. ASDF is the 4 letters on the keyboard that are right next to each other.
Well, did I know?
What's it about? I mean, I could Google it, but... Is this something I should Google?
Never heard of it, though.
Okay.
Actually, that does look like I've seen it. At least some of it.
I don't know what this is, but it looks interesting. It's kind of like stick figures that were like there were like flash games and stuff. I still haven't made an overlay for a browser.
We're gonna get there. I promise you, Fody, starting the second movie, it does get a tiny bit better.
No, it doesn't.
It kinda does.
From Tomska on YouTube. No. Give us a gist. Wait, Fody, how do I read this hashtag? Is it Team's lag-faced Bella, as in her facial expressions are always lacking? Or is it Team slack-faced Bella? I think both of them work. I mean, they are both very valid in my opinion.
You're very valid in my opinion.
Nice. Your opinions are generally not valid to me, however.
Wow, here I am being nice to you.
Yeah, and I'm being honest. It's all random short comedy bits. I'm gonna check it out. Let me write that down. As I so often say.
It definitely looks familiar. Could have been that I just saw something come by about it already.
Wow, that's a smack. Fody, you've
That's a
listened
big
to her
smack.
long enough. You can't tell me you disagree with me. I dare you.
And this is why you scream at night.
Yeah. It's true though. I mean, ASDF.
Like, I think we found the reason.
I like how Fody's immediate reaction is laughter and not, no, I disagree with you, Jack. All of Tifa's opinions are valid. No, because you know that's horseshit.
I have some really valid opinions.
I find only validity in Tifa's voice. I was tired. Nuh-uh. You had your priorities straight.
I heard you type, Fody.
Nope.
I heard it. Definitely.
Nice attempt at a save, but I saw right through that. Nope. I was thinking of one of the bits. Person 1. I hate child murderers. Person 2. Oh wait, there's one. Thank God. Child chasing 2 adult. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Child murderer. The English language is weird.
If you think about it, yes.
Yeah, it's like a meta level, like language joke.
That's why you shouldn't
Appreciate
overthink it.
And that's why you should overthink it, and that's why you can say... I can't think of one from the top of my head because I'm dumb. Other than the one that's on screen currently here. But there's a lot of things you can say in English that at face value would be interpreted as one thing, but when you actually spin the meaning without changing the words, it means something else, like this.
That's what I do all the time.
No, I don't think that's what you do. You just pretend to know words and you make up
Pretend
new
to
ones.
speak English.
There's a difference, I would say, but I'm not an expert. How do you feel, Tifa, since you got your second vaccination today?
Still good. Can still move my arm.
Wow.
Can twist it.
Are you sure that they gave you the COVID shot, not just water this time? At least my arm hurt after a couple hours already.
I'm not sure if my 5G has gotten better, because my internet did fall out twice on my phone.
But the laptop hasn't buffered a single second yet, so
That is very true.
it's gotta be working. Walked the little brunette this morning. Mega, first of all, hello. Happy Tuesday, even though it feels like Wednesday. How are you doing? Also, thank you for that information.
I hope that brunette of yours was mighty fine. How are you doing, Mega? Which one did you get? BioNTech. Both of us.
Yeah. Just got done knitting a brown shirt.
Wow, Fody, didn't know you had that skill.
I think Fody is exceptional at knitting.
For some reason, only brown jumpers, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Tried
good.
any other colors?
Good, just working. How are you two doing? I am very happy that work is over and that I'm here now. Tifa, how are you?
I have to agree. I'm happy work is over. Even though technically my workday was a bit shorter because I had to go get my shot. So that was good.
That's true. My day was much longer than I thought it would be.
But now you're here with me and with everyone.
Yeah, I was focusing the and everyone part.
What if the little brunette puts on the brown jumper Fody made?
I think there are clips on the internet about exactly this topic that I'm not going to watch, ever.
That might be...
No. I think that's the type of special interest group that I don't need to interact with.
I can imagine there's a crowd for that.
Yes. A third merger. Yes. Basically.
Like there's a crowd for everything.
Like at first when you find a website like this, you think they talk about like finance and business and mergers, but then you realize, nope, all they talk about is shit.
Wait, what? Finance?
Yes.
On what?
You ever heard the phrase mergers and acquisitions?
No.
Of course you haven't. I'm sorry, actually no, that's complete bullshit. You have watched all 9 seasons of Suits with me. You have.
Well, I don't remember any of that. I remember watching it, I don't remember that expression in it.
Lord have mercy. Third merger.
What's
Haufenvereinigung. Or Haufenvereinigung. Merger is 2 words technically in German.
Oh, what's merger?
Someone who
Dutch?
merges and a merger, as in the thing happening.
I need my dictionary.
Foley, I feel like you've spent entirely way too much thought on that.
Oh yeah, third merger. Drollenfusie.
That sounded way too official.
Drollenfusie?
Yeah.
Kinda works. Sounds fancy.
I see Rainier is now also coming up with a plan on how to pull this off. What have you done, Tifa?
Speaking of pulling off, like I'm watching the title now. What friend did we make?
I didn't know where the sentence was going to go, which is why my face was like that for a moment. Yeah, Tifa, give us the recap. What has happened the last time we've played Auto Despair Girls?
Well, I'm trying to think about the friend we made, but all I remember is trying to save the main character from being sexually harassed by tentacle hands.
How about you start at the beginning of what happened?
We tried to save the main character from being sexually harassed by tentacle hands, managed to escape.
Not what happened.
Wasn't that the last one?
While trying to still... No, while talking to the adults that were in the hideout, a Monokuma group attacked. You know, that's kind of how it started.
Oh yeah, true. That still came before that.
Yes.
Basically everyone got slaughtered.
Yes, basically everybody died. We escaped, of course. Komaru was busted out of jail by Kotoko. Komaru and Toko were both in jail because the remaining adults...
True.
Actually, I lied, we didn't flee. They put us into jail because they blamed us for Monokuma's appearance.
Yeah.
Kotoko, liking cute things, came to bust Komaru out of jail. Did exactly that. And then abducted her. Genocide Jill woke up, tried to find her. Monokuma kids gave us a GPS tracker tablet device and our weapons back.
True, which led to a big train.
Which led to Genocide Jill jumping out of a sewer, as in flying straight up. Don't ask how.
True, she can fly now.
Jumping from ground level to the monorail that she found. Again, she can fly now. You want to continue?
No.
No, please, try.
Well, she flew into the train.
Yes.
We managed to get to us. We were stuck to a coffin with tentacle hands on it who were trying to sexually harass us.
Mechanical hands that were used or remote controlled by Kotoko to do to us exactly or part of what happened to her. Because if it happened to her, why shouldn't it happen to us?
She was the one that called them tentacles. I'm just using the game term.
Not really injury. Injuries. I'm reading Groundhog's message and my brain doesn't work. Yes, for some reason they called them tentacles even though they clearly were hands.
Yeah, they were just mechanical hands, but whatever, Toko managed to save us. We had a fight with... what's her name again? The pink-haired one?
Kotoko.
Oh, we had a fight with Kotoko before she actually got executed by the Monokuma adult kids things. Toko actually saved her.
Toko once again went flying.
Yep, to get some answers out of it, and then the blue-haired kids started showing up and wants us to leave because we are sabotaging their entire adult killing plan. And I'm still not sure who the friend is that we made.
Kotoko, we saved someone.
Yeah, but we're not friends.
I mean, we saved her from what appeared to be certain death, not sudden death, certain death.
Yeah, but if you save someone, you're not automatically friends.
Go with the flow, woman. And we all got injured. That was a fun tangent.
Wait, are we injured?
Oh yeah, and last time we also spoke at length about the dumbest ways we injured ourselves. How you broke your toe, burned your mouth, groundhog broke her nose.
Oh,
we learned about apple
yes, true.
flapjacks.
I was thinking about the game.
Yeah, no one got injured. Right? Well, technically ever. True, it was Tifa's pickle wound.
My pickle wound, yeah.
I almost asked how Tifa's mouth is feeling. Well, I'm going to let her answer that before people can't get their minds out of the gutter.
Kinky. Didn't work? No. I've been practicing.
Practicing what exactly?
To move my eyebrows.
Tell people about whether the cut in your mouth has healed.
Yeah, it has healed a bit, but now I have a cut on the other side, like at the front teeth. That's really annoying too, because every time I move my tongue, it like pulls at the little cut, and it's really annoying. But the one in the corner, the pickle wound, has healed.
You're the only person who can have a pickle wound.
Hey,
Also,
the pickle wound was super annoying.
Yeah, of course.
You know how much that hurt when I brushed my teeth and went over it by accident?
No.
It was.
And I don't need to. Hello, Evie. How you doing? Happy
Evie.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Also, Groundhog, now I get the whole, I want to ask if Tifa's doing better, but I don't know how to be specific and not make it sound weird. Don't ever worry about that. We live for weird. That's exactly where we feel the most comfortable.
I haven't had pickles since.
That's true. She laid off the pickles. Not doing that well.
Pickles are dangerous.
Sorry to hear that. When was the next appointment? Tomorrow on Thursday.
Thursday, no?
I think Thursday.
Pickles are tasty and worth the danger, but make sure
Thursday.
you cut your pickles. Like I try to eat a whole pickle.
No, it has nothing to do with whether you cut the pickles before you eat them or not. It has all to do whether you are Tifa and you somehow manage to, what are they called? Mantis shrimp a pickle into your mouth at speeds clearly exceeding the speed of sound.
This has never happened to me when I cut the pickle. Or technically when you cut the pickles. I never cut pickles.
You're welcome. That's all I'm hearing. You're welcome.
Kind of spoiled if you think about it. Getting cut pickles every time.
Mm-hmm. The heat of the sun from friction of a pick. Clearly, I mean, it destroyed part of the inside of her mouth, so.
Some of the bits, you know, when your skin cells are dying, it was actually a bit white on the side. Like I had the same when my wisdom teeth got pulled. Then also the entire area got a bit white, which was normal according to my dentist because the skin cells are dead. There was a tiny spot that looked like that after, I'm just saying. Like, it's serious business. Pickles are dangerous.
I live life on the edge. After my bath, I will eat a pickle. Be safe, Groundhog. Let this be a cautionary tale. Don't end up like her.
Eat careful.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like one of those pickles that's been laying in that honey stuff.
You feel like a pickle, what?
Yeah, I feel like eating it.
Oh.
I might have skipped a word in that line.
You know, every word in a sentence generally serves a purpose, and this one would have helped us understand what you meant. Thanks for adding it, even though it was in post. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, the game doesn't want to show up. There we go.
We should still be in the arena, right?
Well, we had this heartfelt conversation with Nagisa, and I don't recall what we did afterwards. I think it just
didn't leave yet.
I think it just got it did the scene transition and we started chapter 4. Actually, I just remembered another video.
Which one is
about
it? About Pickle Man.
I'm currently thinking, is there a video game that involves pickles? Can't think of one.
Don't think so.
You know what game you just reminded me of exists? And I'm considering playing it at some point. Mostly, have you played?
What?
Booger Man.
Oh, that sounds interesting. What do you do?
You are Booger Man.
Can I be the booger?
I think snot is a weapon in this game. Yeah?
I'm gonna look that one up. That seems like something we should
bite
play.
into a pickle and it's a little squishier than you expect. I hate that feeling. I hate it so much.
And then all the liquid just drips out.
Yeah. No one likes a gushy pickle. I don't know what clip you or what movie, film, thing you're referring to, but I hate this problem too. That's something that should be fixed. Like someone should look into it.
Yeah.
Also probably immediate cutscene since beginning of chapter 4.
Oh yeah, the way we live. I am sure it just ended while we were still in the arena. Like, I don't remember leaving.
I beg of you, please, just leave this city.
There we go.
Alright.
And just seeing this makes me uncomfortable straight away because I really hate wet shoes.
Wet socks in wet shoes.
That's even worse. Like the... with every step.
I don't think you making the sound helps people. Like, if you don't know what feeling we're referring to,
try
lucky
that.
you. No, don't. I can't recommend.
Where did this come from?
Oh yeah, like we said last, Nagisa wants to, well, make us leave because peaceful solution.
So can we talk about where this water is flowing to so hard? Like, look at this.
A little wave machine in there.
Oh.
I knew this would happen.
I told you!
They're spying for the servant.
Also, he looks better with a stuff drawn on his face.
And that looks pretty good on him.
Yeah.
In order for the new society of children to be calm and peaceful, I need to create paradise. Everyone has high expectations of me. I cannot fail.
What do you think, or did you think of anything that could be a reason why he is like that?
I really don't know yet. Actually, last time we discussed that it could be that it was like neglect. Having
like
successful parents.
Yeah, this stupidly bullshit high expectations from parents.
Yeah,
So
always
please,
alone.
Get out of our town.
Need to get A pluses or your shame on your family.
Oh, Maru, don't be tricked. You don't have to actually accept that offer.
How about you give us Byakuya and then we leave? And then we just nuke the city. I mean, if we can get the adults out first, then all our enemies are in one spot and we could launch an attack from the outside.
Get Byakuya, make a plan after.
Just saying.
No, this is not an offer. It's an honest request.
Please leave so we can keep killing.
Please, I'm begging you. Please leave.
If I don't press a button and leave this as long as I want, will Nagisa eventually drown? Is there a secret ending in this game where I just don't finish the sentence? Jack advocating child genocide. No, I'm saying if you are at a perfect stalemate where there is no reasoning with people like this and their only reason of existence is to kill everybody else and the last method left is force, I would like my enemies to all be concentrated in one particular spot.
Yeah, that is definitely a plan I can stand behind.
I heard from an old Fody goat, before I go on, hello, best head ever, happy Tuesday, how you doing? I heard from an old Fody goat that you all got together to watch Twilight together and make fun of him annually. Yes. Is it the acting part or writing? Both. Do you monsters have no reservations for teen angst and how confusing it is to deal with all the new emotions in a coming-of-age story? Yes, we actually do that quite regularly given the games we've played lately, but Twilight has a special place on my shit list.
It has been a while since we actually watched Twilight again, but after rewatching it last week, or at least the first movie, I realized how bad it actually is.
Yeah.
And I also read the books. And the books are no better.
Actually, I think that explains some things about you, but... yeah. No, certain things, some characters, I haven't read the books, in the movie do make sense in and of itself.
Like Charlie. Charlie makes sense.
Charlie makes a shitload of sense. He's probably the best character in the movies. It's just that 99.9% of what's happening and how it's happening is just so bad. So badly done. Like, what I always come back to is people that really cared and put a lot of effort into this worked on that, and you can tell at some points, but it doesn't save it, in my opinion.
It's mainly the whole shit that's around it as well. She's like, oh, no one likes me, everyone hates me, this whole town is mean to me, and then you have like six people in the first 5 minutes that want to hang with her, that invite her everywhere.
And that's not bad acting, that's bad writing, at least in the script for the movie, because if there was something shown on screen to show that Bella isn't actually being liked by everybody, maybe I would understand. But every single scene you show me is people gushing over her. Oh, you've come here from, what is it, Arizona or whatever? Oh, how you doing? Hey, please join our group of friends. Everyone, this is the nicest high school I've ever seen.
And then she turns them down at every turn.
Everybody hates me. No.
I don't have friends.
I think Beth may have read the entire series as well. Wait, she did for a fact. I did read the books back before when Breaking Dawn was released. I was a twihard. Love that word. I only learned that one recently. In middle school. Hated how the movies portrayed it. Probably wouldn't hold up if I reread it now. To be honest, I went into watching them already with like a bias, and what I saw just reconfirmed it. I'm pretty sure you can actually watch them and like them for what they do. I don't. So.
I'm also, I want to blame it on casting, but it's not that that the show, that the movie has bad actors, except for one.
Yeah, I mean, Kristen Stewart is Kristen Stewart. There's not much you can do there. But Robert Pattinson can act. Watch some of his other stuff.
That was one of his worst roles.
Yeah.
It's like always this...
Yeah.
Like this annoyed look on his face.
Give me the teenage, angsty, pained sexiness. I can't even, like... Look at her like you want her, but like she repulses you.
I feel like it's time for a remake of those movies.
No. No.
I think a remake could do it well.
No.
Still gonna watch the other three.
Yes.
If you want to join.
Yes. You're welcome to. I did love Taylor Lautner though. I mean, who didn't? Put up a poster of him at dance to practice spotting when going across.
He's pretty good. I'm definitely Team Jacob.
I'm team... Let's finish these movies.
But in the last movie, it is a tiny... you know what, I'm not gonna put any spoilers. Fody hasn't seen the movie yet.
Pretty sure when I watched them I was pretty damn confused most of the time because I had no idea what they were thinking, feeling.
Yeah, because they have the same expression on their face the entire fucking time.
Yeah. Hello Shrift, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. What the fuck is Team Jacob? Google it.
Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight.
Have you not watched the Twilight movies? You need to join in the Twilight
Shrift
watching
is half
party as
our
well.
age. These movies came out when Shrift was 9. I don't blame him.
Shrift, touch them.
I was Team Edward from the books. My hot take, Jacob was just a rebound. You know what team I'm on? And I'm serious, I'm Team Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie is pretty good. I'm also Team Alice. I like Alice.
Fair. Okay, I'm Team side characters. Let's find middle ground here.
That's okay. Also, Jacob's father is also good. The guy in the wheelchair. I did forget his name. Once again,
actually not side characters, team support cast. I think that's a proper term.
That's a good term.
First movie came out like 3 months after my sister was born. That's what I'm saying.
But Shrift, I know the movies are like bad, but they're amazingly funny bad. Like if you have a bad day, Watch those movies. You will feel much better after.
Only seen the first movie, never read the books, and no, I'll not join you. I'm ill enough as it is. Fair. That's a fair assessment. Though, please keep in mind, apparently laughter is the best medicine.
They're so good.
Beth was enraged by the whole team Jacob and team Edward. Because she was like, this is fruitless, where are books? That doesn't matter to the people watching it. But I get it, I really do.
It was kind of funny too, when the movies and the books were still hot. It was kind of funny to see like this whole team siding, bashing kind of thing. Like this shit got serious.
Yeah, people argued about this.
Also like the whole fangirl stalking Robert Pattinson and stuff and hating on Kristen Stewart.
Sorry.
For being in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I get why it's easy to hate Kristen Stewart. I mean, I do too. Not hate, dislike. Hate is a strong word. Yeah, but no, that kind of lunacy. That is people too.
That was a creepy fan group.
Yes.
I'll tell you that.
So you want Bella to have a support cast harem? No, I would like all the support characters to collectively get up, realize that they don't get paid enough to be in this shit and leave. I want to watch a movie with all the support actors from the Twilight movies with competent writing and directors. I would like to watch that as a spin-off. Like what happened after the idiots left.
If I actually had a big friends group, I would re-film those movies myself. Could be super fun.
I was like 3 or 4 when the first movie came out. You underestimate how old these movies are. No, we keep forgetting how young you are.
No, I remember them coming out. I can still remember picking up the book for the first time because it was in high school in our like school library when I took it along. Like that's, well, I definitely feel old. It's like what? Oh,
I'm not that young.
15 years ago.
You will never be older than us. I mean, that's just how that works. I mean,
if you're half our age, you're young.
Relatively, you will catch up, but still, that's just how time works.
Yeah. Oh look, the unsub command worked.
Yeah, but first of all, unfollow. Yeah. There was also a team Bella doesn't deserve either of them. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You know, you never hear about Team Bella because no one is in Team Bella.
I get it. You know what I think though?
If anything, it's Team Anna Kendrick.
We should get Nagisa's face out of the water.
Oh, yeah, he's probably dead already.
Hey!
After this little tangent, Nagisa should think of maybe becoming a pearl diver. Because if you can hold your breath that long, that's a skill.
He probably drowned himself on purpose by now.
Actually, no, I think he's just like forehead on the water.
I wouldn't trust a kid, even if he's kneeling on the ground. He's obviously tricking us.
Yeah, I think I can still see his eye closed there.
I do not intend to trick you. I'm serious.
I am someone who in some instances very carefully chooses words, and I do not intend to trick you. It sets me off. I'll do it unintentionally. Just saying.
God for you two not streaming yesterday. Monday is our standard day off.
Yes.
And now, you are free.
I feel like we need a bit more than just this bracelet off.
Yeah.
Nagisa, if you do this, you're gonna make Monica super sad.
How is his hair still perfect? Lots and lots of waterproof hair products.
Cow spit.
I think that is water soluble, so no. No. When my hair was shorter, I used a brand of hair gel that if you get water in it, it doesn't like immediately dissolve. You can just use it to like reshape the hair. So maybe that. I don't know.
To be fair though,
Or wax, which repels water.
To be fair though, I really hate that in movies as well. You have like this main character with absolutely gorgeous hair, sits perfectly fine, point on makeup, and then there's like an explosion, and they're running, and they're surviving in the jungle for 60 years, I don't know,
Hair
a few days.
still on point.
Running all over the place, being shot, being chased, and then like at the end of the movie it's still like completely perfect. Not a smudge of makeup out of place, not a hair that stands up right away.
Thank God for you two not streaming yesterday. Was Haiji's birthday. He doesn't deserve any sort of respect or honorability. I still know why people hate him. Hello ads, happy Tuesday, how you doing? Twilight sucks, sorry but someone had to say it. I agree with you.
It sucks in a good way.
Yeah.
Like there are movies that just completely suck monkey balls. And you never want to see them again. But Twilight is the kind of sucks that you just want to keep watching it like every 2 months or so.
Twilight to me is like vacuuming the apartment. Every now and then I gotta do it. And I hate it, but I feel better when it's done. When you were accusing Ibuki of being evil for her hair, I was just thinking of these two with their horns. Yeah, I mean, I was still right though. We talked about this the other day again. I was right in the end. Ibuki was evil. Just not the Ibuki we mentioned or met at that point. But she was out to despair.
All of them were evil. Like that doesn't really count.
Yeah, of course it does. The argument wasn't are any of them in like conjunction. The argument was, is Ibuki? And the answer is yes. Still, I will die on that hill.
You better.
Ha! Rangers with true cobalt.
I've never heard anyone say suck monkey balls. That's a common saying.
We say that every now and then too. Yeah, not as much as other stuff, but... Jack, stop slandering Ibuki, you can't make that argument. I did.
Nope.
And you can grasp at straws all you want, but you know in your heart of hearts that I am right.
Yep. See, quite a common saying.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from, but I'm guessing someone sucked monkey balls and didn't like it or something.
Let's carry on. She wasn't the mastermind, like you said. True. True. I said she would betray us. Well, I'll just keep saying I was right.
What are your zodiac signs?
But it has to be done.
Forgot what it's called in English. Sagittarius?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. That was close. What?
Pisces. Have you two found any characters who share birthdays with you? I don't care. I don't even check for that. Like, I know some people do, but...
But I have the best birthday. Ain't sharing it with no one.
Yeah, and yours is super easy to remember.
Exactly.
Monica has high expectations of me. I'm sure she'll understand.
To be honest, I mean, Komaro and Toko haven't Monica yet. I haven't met Monica yet. Well, Komaro has. But she doesn't know as much about her as we do. I would say just for the sole fact that us leaving now would make Monica sad, we should leave.
He's probably gonna get murdered by Monica now for doing this.
I'll take you to the secret passageway. It's the only way to get out of town.
Do you really think they're gonna do a plot twist where Monica offs one of them and not us? Oh well, technically it's not us, it's the Monokuma kids.
It could already be that Monica is behind killing them off after failing.
Also, since they mentioned that they haven't found the bodies, I have a feeling that the servant, who I believe clearly is behind the whole Monokuma kid thing, just grabs them. They don't die, he just like collects them, like they did with him. He holds them hostage.
Could be, but I'm not sure if it's him.
I'm pretty sure we'll meet them again.
Yeah, I don't think they're dead.
It's just like implied for shock.
Yeah. Nagisa show's so short. Well, as short as you are. Thought it would have been great for Sonia to be the mastermind. Who's Sonia again?
F you.
Liebe.
I can guarantee your safety until you reach it. The Monokumas won't attack with me here. Come on, let's go.
So Nagisa is basically Monokuma proof?
Hey! I told you to wait!
Well, he is a kid.
What? Holy shit! Thank
you so much
for the bits.
for the low blow biddies.
Also, with that amount, bean or no bean? Oh yeah.
Cheers, Ranger. Thank you.
Oh yeah. But Ranger, technically, aren't all of your blows low blows? Sorry. I had to go there. Come on. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. No beans. Don't ask.
Oh, that was actually a pretty good one. Good job, buddy.
Sweet. I have to. I mean, if you give me an opportunity this golden, I cannot not do it.
We love you anyway, Ranger.
Hey, look, Nekomara was a Pisces too. So is Genocide Jill. Okay, Chihiro, Chiaki.
That's a lot of...
How tall is Ranger? Well, roughly Nagisa size. Give or take a little bit.
like 9-year-old size.
Average. There's some tall kids. I had to cut out 2 characters from Jack's list because of the free spoilers. Thank you.
What? Do you have another objection?
Do I?
Yes. Yeah. Bring him.
Oh, Maru, are you really okay with this?
I'm not okay with this because it's coming from these kids. At the very least, I am very reserved to their suggestions.
Of course she is. This is what she wanted all this time.
Don't speak first.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm asking Amaru.
Exactly, Toko.
We can fight once we're out. Make a plan then. Meet up with the Future Foundation.
She wants to leave this town. Why are you getting in her way? You're on the same side, right? Then you should respect her feelings.
Her feelings?
What about my feelings?
Classic way of getting in between the two people so that they can't have just a normal discussion.
Shut up! You have no right to say that.
Agreed.
It's going to be all right. I will personally guide you to the secret passageway. No need to worry.
I trust you.
Go.
Naturally.
What about my feelings? Exactly.
Don't follow us.
But
You don't want Monica to hate you, do you?
To know where Abraham gets his mustard from. That's a good one.
With bacon, you catch mice. True.
I think you can catch everything with bacon.
I like bacon. Who doesn't?
Bacon is
Let's
good.
go. The secret passageway is this way.
Actually, it depends. I've had nasty bacon as well.
That's true.
Like, you can fuck up bacon.
This way.
I'd be a mouse for bacon. Squeak, squeak.
Let's go the other way.
Of course.
so normal, running like that.
How does a non-normal kid run?
Well, have you seen me run? No, you haven't. And there's a reason for that. Let's check for items.
Especially usually if you stay at a hotel and they have like this breakfast buffet and they have bacon in these thingies. It's like the kind of bacon that's like all soggy and not crispy, and that's disgusting.
Yep. Soggy bacon is the worst.
Yes.
About the children at night, there's only one thing I could tell for sure after taking the night shift as a lookout. The children are all wearing those idiotic helmets. None of them look like they're sleeping, and I've never seen them eat either.
They eat on your flesh.
I hope not. Are they really human children? Isn't it possible that they're just mechanical dolls, like Monokumas? Well, regardless, whether they're humans or robots, they're devils in our eyes. The only difference is what liquid they bleed when we run them over. Okay. I get it. I mean, I don't think you should do that, but
Should you, just in case, say?
yes. I've After not playing Danganronpa for like 3 or 4 months now, I would have to say that Danganronpa 2 is rising up to my favorite. But V3 is still my favorite for now. So excited for you to play it, eventually.
I can't wait to play it as well. Then we spend almost the entire year, it feels like, on this series.
When did we start? February?
I think so.
Yeah, middle of February. And we're gonna find the next big series that we can do.
It's been a commitment, I tell you. Oh, Ultra Despair Girls is like a game in between.
It's a side game.
Yeah, it's like a side game before the last game.
How about after the Danganronpa series we play something with very little text like Baldur's Gate? I think just the first one has like 10,000 lines of text.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one has more and the third one has the most, I believe. Yeah.
It's been my favorite so far. Well, this one has more gameplay.
Oh, that's it.
This way! Follow me closely!
Right how we started running now. Monica.
Ooh. Okay.
Were they camouflaging on the ground? Really?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Hold on. Why are you attacking me?
Told you Monica would turn on him.
No, that's not Monica.
She's probably behind it.
That's the
What's
servant.
going on? Why is he getting ambushed by the Monokumers?
Well, let's save his ass.
I don't know either.
That's why I like it. Yeah, the last game, also Danganronpa V3, is gonna be like the other ones. Like more visual novel. Yeah, I did like that they did it a bit different here.
I know I could just use the dance thing on one of the alarm ones and then get the cars to do the job.
Yeah, my stomach would be very happy about it. I think I followed the day you started. That could actually very well be.
It's been too long, I have a hard time remembering.
Actually, wait, I can see. When did you follow?
There we go.
February 16. Yeah, that was definitely near the beginning. It was just before your birthday.
That was the first one, because on the 14th we played Harder for Boyfriend.
Oh, true, that was the Valentine special. Are you sure we didn't already play it before that?
No, I think we did this one after.
I'm not sure. I wish I'd play that one again. Finish all the story arcs. Fine.
Evie hijacked your stream. Thank you for that, by the way.
It has been a
You
commitment.
said the Monokumas wouldn't attack us if you were here.
This is strange. What in the world is this?
It's almost like you're not actually in control, Nagisa.
Hey, you weren't lying when you said you wouldn't trick us, right?
Not intentionally.
Of course. If I wanted to deceive you, I would not have removed your wristband.
He has a point.
Then they must have found out you betrayed them.
Betrayal? Me? No, that's wrong. I'm no traitor. I am the leader of the Warriors of Hope. I care about making paradise more than anybody. The reason I'm letting you guys go is because I care so much.
It appears your allies aren't taking it that way.
To be fair, I fully agree with him.
How?
As in, from his point of view, to let them go.
Yes.
Like, everything went smoothly until these two kids came along, basically killed 2, almost 3 of their members, half their party.
And they seem to be the only ones capable of posing any sort of threat.
Exactly. So if you can't fight them, try to get rid of them another way.
Yeah. I fully get that too. I remember you were starting it. I was cat sitting for my sister. Yeah, true.
Time flies.
When you're having Danganronpa.
It's already been half a year.
I'm sure she'd understand if I explained it to her properly. Monica has such high expectations.
Yeah, keep on saying that, Mr. Genius grade schooler.
Hard to be a genius. I know.
Oh, done already!
Read a book about it?
Let's go.
Bodies everywhere. I'm getting
more coins?
sick of this.
The way you're moving is really making me nauseous.
Then how do you want me to move, Tifa? I have to move the camera.
Yeah, but you're like moving like that. Exactly. Walk in a straight line, damn it.
Yes, but I need to check for items.
You can see it with a straight line as well. You're walking zigzag for no reason. You can see the sparkle from a mile ahead.
Clearly I don't.
You move in a straight line.
How about you just stop being like this motion sick?
Shoot the kids first. It's like, oh no, they're in the way. We can't
I'm
leave.
your master.
Don't be there.
Okay.
Was that all? Oh no.
No.
Because you hit them in the eye.
Okay.
Because you're aiming pretty low.
Okay.
Nope, up there again. They're like one-hit shots.
It's like a shooting gallery. More? One.
Good thing they take their time.
Right!
Where did you?
There's still one on the roof. Oh, not anymore.
Ha!
Seriously, he jumped on the exploding one.
Genius level gameplay. Genius. See what I did there? Domino effect.
If I was a villain, that would be me. I would still stand there for half an hour until the chance to do something is already gone.
There we go.
Wait, did you see the cow
Yes.
logo? Have a
Yeah.
look at that. Oh, I'm guessing it's a steakhouse butcher
think so,
place. Okay, that actually looks more creepy
Where are
than
you
cute.
going? The secret passageway is this way.
I wanted to look at a steakhouse.
So
Wow.
he says. Let's go back.
It's like one of these people when you like go on a vacation and you want to explore the area and this one asshole keeps holding you back.
Can't have any fun here. Look, there's an item.
You check the area. Watch out, Tifa, I have to go around it. Okay, another book. The Conductor's 48 Hours. Odoriko Anaka, famous as the genius conductor, is regarded by the world as perfect, talented, extraordinary, and beautiful. However, she has a secret that she keeps from them all. The pinnacle of lyrical sexual prose, a fluttering melody of suffering and sadism. That's all? No.
Well, oh, there we go. This novel seems pretty intense. Interested.
So vulgar.
Even with.
Out of that, I didn't get that that was in it.
The pinnacle of lyrical sexual prose, a fluttering melody of suffering and sadism? That didn't give you the 50 Shades of Grey vibe?
Oh, now that you say it like that, yes.
I said it in my normal voice.
Even with the S&M bits, it's beneath me.
Let me guess, you saw that word and you thought of M&M's?
What? I like M&Ms.
I can
haven't had
see
them in
through
years.
you like a cleaned window.
I haven't had them in years, thanks to you.
It's not true.
That is true. Yes.
Do you like
When was the last time we bought them?
Bought them? That has been a while, but you've eaten them Not too
No, I didn't.
long ago.
When?
Last time someone gave us a bag.
That's been like 2 or 3 years ago.
Read your lines.
It's a long time. It's probably just some sloppily written wish fulfillment fan fiction garbage. Well, you did say 50 Shades of Grey. I'm sure it's not going that bad. It's definitely going to be that bad. I can feel the lack of talent from here.
Don't think Toko ever heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its color.
I think you're standing too close.
To what?
To Toko. Because she can feel your lack of talent.
I think Toko can hear the way you say her lines.
Any book with a title this bad has to be just as bad on the inside. Well, if the ultimate writing prodigy says it, I'm sure it's true. A tasty subject like S&M boiled down to this crap? A true masochist like me would do better. Then do it. How did this even get published? They must really be getting desperate to put this out.
Which reminds me.
As a, true masochist, have you ever had that kind of experience? What, like being tied up or suspended? There's no way I'd do such indecent things. I can only think of suspension as body modification.
No, nobody wants to hear about that.
What? It's an art.
Yeah, I agree. And the people that usually watch us have told you plenty of times that no, there is zero interest in that in this group.
I'm not giving any details.
Good. Carry on.
But then, how do you know you're a masochist if you've never done that stuff before?
I'm sorry, it's masochist,
Oh, masochist.
not masogist.
Masochist, I said.
You try to, yes, but it's a hard case on.
Fine, just try.
On that note, BRB.
I'll do it.
Thank you for the look.
Isn't that like someone saying they love cigarettes but they've never smoked before?
Not quite, because I hate cigarettes and I've never smoked.
I think you can still like the idea of that stuff without actually having done it before.
That's Toko's point.
You underestimate my imagination. Every spare moment I'm being stepped on, tied up, suspended by my master in my head. You sound pretty proud about that. But that reminds me, one time I was really tied up and suspended.
Could it be?
By Byakuya?
Did that happen in the game?
Trying to think.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember his name now. It was when I was in 3rd grade. Someone's lunch money got stolen and it somehow ended up in my desk. Somehow. My classmates thought I did it, so they tied me up to the jungle gym with a garden hose.
So cruel.
You're right.
At the time, I felt a tingling sensation. Wait, 3rd grade? How old are you there?
8, 9.
Okay. I'm sure that's not related. No, that definitely sounds like a formative experience.
I didn't know I could learn this kind of stuff about characters in video games in a moment like this. I mean, the world is basically ending, but...
Well, it's a good thing Nagisa waited for us.
To be honest, he probably enjoys getting his socks dry. You know, not standing in water for a moment.
That is true.
This way.
Here...
You're seriously trusting a guy like that? I'm sure he's planning to betray you.
I like how he didn't even try to negotiate for Byakuya. Like, he wants us gone. Sure, he could try at least. We didn't even mention it.
Well... That's just how much he wants us gone. This looks like a perfect intersection for a fight.
Yep, the Monokumas are gonna pop up again.
Coming from all sides.
Let's play!
You play.
Woo!
Don't come near me!
How did that ball get out of that tiny door?
I don't know. But they're ball Monokumas, and they're adorable, so I don't know.
They are adorable. I kind of want the life-sized one.
Okay.
Like, that would be pretty adorable. And she missed.
Come on, start spinning.
And she missed again. Oh wait, they can actually shoot things.
Yeah.
Ew!
What? Okay, so that's how their attacks work.
Oh, ramen. Okay,
Why
so
don't you just stay them?
basically they're filled with trash.
I mean, makes sense.
Oh, but that's good for you. If you ever encounter one, it won't attack you, just eat you. And you will be spit out later.
How about me?
There's one walking to Nagisa. Wait, she was... Wow.
She's out of ammo.
No, but I like how he was stuck behind her while trying to get to Nagisa. Like he didn't even try to attack her.
I have a problem with ammo. I guess we're going to have to keep one. Okay. That's a battery. How many hits do these things take?
Those balls take a while. So you have nothing? Does knockback hurt them?
Not really.
We'll swap back to...
Battery 4.
On the fast track.
And my problem is with two ball molecule. Fighting these is the easy part. But these guys...
do a special.
Now they explode.
So many of them.
This was ever end.
Well, I think they're showing you that they're really trying to stop you.
You're still on the crosswalk park.
For more info.
Nova Park.
Is this the crosswalk part? Oh, that's a crosswalk. We're still trying to follow Nagisa to the way out of this city. These Monokumas keep getting in the way. Oh, now you did it. You hit at least one.
Help me! This can't be real.
Oh shit!
Like
You
this.
shot him over, Nagisa! Or Nagisa! What
Whoops.
made you think that was a good idea?
Well,
What made you think, hey, I'm gonna shoot it over the kid?
first of all, I care very little for Nagisa's safety. I understand
we
it's a gameplay mechanic. Second of all, I thought it would go past him on the right.
Oh my god.
When Men played this part, the ads respawn indefinitely until she switched back to Komaru. That makes sense, I guess, and that's what happens here.
It happened.
You killed my boy!
Can't believe.
I mean, to be honest, maybe don't kneel on an intersection, but
Don't come near me!
I'm just saying.
Are we starting completely over?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think we actually did anything yet.
We already spent half an hour on this one.
Yeah, but they keep spawning, so...
Yeah, now you have to redo it. Well, at least you're smarter now. Is that bacon? That's a waste of bacon.
Is this just to make us level up a lot? Because it seems kind of redundant.
I'm already happy you're playing smart now. This seems to be going much faster. Oh!
Oh, screw this.
Progress! Well, not moving yet. Wait, so one ball takes care of them already?
Do you know how big these are?
That means they do a lot of damage.
Yes.
Will you gracious
No.
adults be willing to buy a minor who has no form of payment Danganronpa decadence?
No.
Which one is that anyway?
That's the Switch compilation.
The Switch game.
Please tell me that was enough.
You are still not done.
And
Expected.
there we go.
No!
Sorry, Shrift. The world of bills is real.
Thank you for the hint that you have to do it this way, otherwise we just keep respawning for some reason.
Let's go. The secret
Hate it when
passageway
games do
is
that.
this way.
Well, I guess it made sense.
It's to make sure
if
that you
you-
understand the game mechanics, yes.
This is too cruel.
Actually, Jack has expressed a desire to gather up kids and deploy nuclear weaponry on them. Yes, I did say something that would eventually lead to that. Just don't pay them. What's the worst they can do? Kick you out? Just say no. Yes, and no. We're not gonna do that.
I won't look. But even if I don't see it, I can pretty much figure out what happened.
I do like to have a house.
Feel anything seeing this?
Apartment. Same thing.
These people are demons. Our enemies.
Nagisa, I'm sorry, but the moment you were threatened by the Monokuma that apparently you are not really afraid of because you don't need to, you just cowered on an intersection. Maybe some sympathies?
That's not what she asked.
Not really, because they're the enemy.
You said it before, right? It's because you're afraid of adults?
Yeah, that's right. We can't help but be terrified around adults. If the adults just didn't exist, we could live peacefully. That's what I believe.
Why are you so afraid of adults?
We Warriors of Hope are classmates in the Hope's Peak Elementary program.
Jataro just casually sitting there like,
I think he looks kind of different. The red-haired kid. I forgot what his name was.
yeah, I think that's because of the angle. His face looks very narrow.
But what happens when you become an adult? That's actually one of the rules, Fodi, that if you become an adult
You have to
or
kill yourself.
feel like you're becoming an adult, you have to commit suicide.
Yeah, they have thought of it.
Yeah, it's one of the rules that they wrote. So
If
there
you
you
ever
go.
find yourself a victim of a crime, just say no. First of all, crime is illegal. Second of all, the criminal cannot do anything to you without your permission, because that will be illegal. I wish it was
Smart.
that easy.
Should have thought of that.
I wish that would work. They thought of that earlier. Yes, they did.
We were in the classroom where they put all the troublemakers.
I wonder why.
But I resented being called a troublemaker. It makes it sound as if we ourselves were the cause of the trouble.
It would still be interesting to know
Our troubles were created by adults.
where the line of being an adult is. Like, is it 15? Do they see 16?
To be honest, I don't think they really have that down either. So,
Because when you feel like an adult,
Pick their parents. Well, we were the unluckiest ones of all. My parents were, without exaggeration, the worst. Like demons.
Oh, maybe now we learn what they did.
My parents raised me like they were leveling me up in some game.
Okay, we were right, but I don't think neither one of us considered putting your kid under drugs to make him perform even better.
Yeah, but it makes sense having to keep... We did say he has to keep up straight A+. And you just go the university way, drug yourself to study.
They didn't treat me like a person. They probably even forgot I was their child. From morning till night, study, study, study. When I got sleepy, analeptics. Even if I faint, HP is fully restored with a handy IV in my arm. 3 to 4 days straight.
I think even if like energy level wise you can keep that up, you are bound to go nuts simply because you don't get sleep. Like your body requires sleep, and I think one of the side effects, or sorry, symptoms of not sleeping for prolonged amounts of time are actually like hallucinations and stuff. So that does mess with you. You need sleep.
Well, it starts with hallucinations, and after a couple of days you can die from it, yeah.
I don't feel like an adult, but legally I am one.
Deep down,
Same.
We're all 12, by the way.
Hallucinations begin after 48 hours of no rest.
And if I showed even the slightest resistance, they'd use items to neuter my spirit. And by doing so, as long as they steadily racked up XP, I'd level up to their expectations.
Okay, so a mix of insane pressure, performance-enhancing drugs, and physical abuse. What? I mean, shit like this actually happens. And the one thing I never understand is, at what point do you as the adult doing this to your kid look at a mirror and for a moment this thought flashes across your mind like, am I doing the right thing? And you answer that to yourself with yes. Like...
And it wasn't just at home. I received the same expectations at school as well.
Well, the question is why. I'm guessing they do sort of care about their kid and they want him to perform, do well in life. Like this, of course, is going over the top, but usually it's like, or those are like the reasons behind pushing your kid in such a way.
I do get a parent wanting the best for their child, so even though the kid doesn't want to study or whatever, they want to make them study because they know better and they know that it's important to some degree, but...
In a lot of places, it's also a cultural thing.
Yes.
Like if you don't make something...
pressure is ingrained culturally.
Yeah.
But still, like... In that regard, I'm very happy that the thing my parents most cared about was that I was healthy and happy.
They have to say, I believe India is the worst when it comes to that. I actually knew someone online who lived in India as well. And he mentioned once that once he got like the lowest grade, or someone who gets the lowest grade in like these teacher-parent conference thingies where all the parents are sitting together, they actually like announce the grades of the lowest kids.
In front of everybody.
Yeah. To like push you to do better and to like sort of publicly shame you so that it doesn't happen again. Like I can't even imagine that.
I think that's bullshit.
Like at my school it was cool to get the lowest grades. Of course parents can argue with that, but...
I actually wonder, I mean that's on a completely different page, but I wonder whether, at least over here, you would still be allowed to do this because of data protection laws nowadays. Because I know
Probably
some of
not,
my
no.
teachers announced like the grades people got on tests as they handed them out.
Technically it's not really data.
And not just a well done, but like, hey, look everybody, this person had an A+. It is data. It's personal data.
Well, for one, I'm happy I don't live in such a competitive environment. I wouldn't do well at all.
Yeah, me neither. Like, a certain type of pressure can be good for me to like produce results in a work environment, but definitely not like this.
Yeah. But a lot want you to be certain things. Like you have to become a doctor, an engineer, work for Disney.
Yes. Yeah, it's... If you ever have kids, don't do that. If we're all 12 deep down, is Jack advocating for us to all be nuked? No.
Unless we all start killing people.
Unless we all band together, start killing people, and are beyond beyond the point of reasoning.
Yeah.
And if then all options have been exhausted, before that, no. My parents raised me to always do my best, and I've always understood the material immediately, so I've never actually had to experience studying hard, which bit me in the ass last year. With me, that entirely always depended on the subject. Like English was piss easy to me, like it just came to me, and I'm very happy about that. Not that you could really tell with how I say something sometimes, but other topics like math, fuck that. No. I don't miss my academically competitive high school. I cried almost every day. It sucked.
It can seriously be a rough world.
Yes. Nagisa here is clearly not beyond the point of reasoning. Then Nagisa can join us and have a conversation about how we carry on. And I would like to invite him to come with us. On a lighter note, it's pickle time. Be safe though, be safe. Enjoy your pickle, but be safe.
Eat carefully.
Don't eat like her, basically.
But yeah, it's basically like what was the red-haired, the pink-haired girl called again? Kotoko. The bit where she was like, where Toko, I think it was, asked like, why are you doing this to adults? Not every one of them is bad. And then she was like, then why didn't anyone save me?
Yeah.
Like if you only come across adults like this that just abuse you in some ways, and there's literally no one that speaks up or tries to help you or show some compassion, anything in that line, I fully understand how these kids get to this point.
Yeah, and it's then very easy to equate the people that were witness to the fact but didn't step in with everybody.
Yeah. But like one person can make such a big difference in someone's life if they're in this situation.
Yeah, they can.
And obviously none of them had that.
Well, they did have a person like that. It just turned out to be Junko.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they haven't said that yet, but it's been hinted to, so I'm pretty sure they have that person and it's Junko, and she just uses that energy for that.
They said that.
Yeah, but we haven't exactly learned yet what exactly happened between them.
Oh no, but they did say Big Sis Junko was the only one that cared for them.
I wish I had a pickle. Go buy some next time you can. Pickles are great.
But be careful.
Pickle Satan is also not beyond that point. Who is Pickle Satan? Doesn't ring a bell. Currently experiencing burnout, and I'm in junior year. I'm gonna have a fucking great time at school. I'm sorry to hear that. And if you ask me, you should tell your parents and you should try to get some help with that. As much as I would love to, we are not equipped to administer therapy. All we can really tell is that we want you to do well.
Yeah, definitely
get help. Not... Speak to people. Speak to your parents about this. Get help. It's the most important thing if you ask me. What does this button do? Add shrift. Tifa?
I am...
Do you ill deed?
On it. Give me a second. Oh wait, I could have done it here.
Kids, all adults are evil. We must slay them for our own protection, Jack. These kids are beyond the point of reason. Massacre them. If that's how you want to put it. What? Ranger!
Thank you so much.
Dogs.
But give me a sec.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Shrift.
Yeah.
Where are you, Shrift?
Look at Tifa not even dancing for you. Oh my god, so
I'm
rude.
still getting Shrifties.
This is how I win. Thank you very much. I'm right here, Tifa.
And I have found you.
And then you give it to someone else.
Wrong shrift.
What? Tifa, what have you done? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Ranger. There you go, shrift.
Yes. Also, since we did this, no beans. No. I'm indecisive, so decide for me lunch. Cheese sandwich or bagel?
Bagel.
Cheese bagel.
Cheese bagel. Definitely cheese bagel.
Wait, Tifa is Quick Sarah? How the fuck am I just now hearing about this? You never noticed how this person on our stream only really types something when Tifa is leaning over there or when we're not on screen?
It is I! Shrift is the true kobold.
Yes. I've never noticed that. Well, now you have. Hello Timmy, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. How's the wife and kids?
Timmy, how you doing?
I remembered something.
Is your new kid already there?
Bagel with cream cheese, got it. I would suggest hummus if you have some. Or what I like to do, if you also have a fresh tomato, toast the bagel, then put hummus on it, and then fresh tomato. Nice combination.
Ooh, that is really good.
Doing really well? No, the bun is still in the oven. When's the due date? Should be coming out
sometime this week. That
you
is
answer
super
my
close.
question the moment I form the words in my mouth.
Oh, that is awesome. I hope she'll have a swift bun delivery. Is there also a saying for that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say anyway.
I think, yes. Thanks for
Super
asking.
excited for you
You're
guys.
welcome. Nah, too much effort. Groundhog, good food is never too much effort.
It makes it really good though. I haven't had bagels in forever either.
Yes,
bagels.
and I love bagels, and the problem is all of the ones I can find in stores over here have something in them that doesn't even make them vegetarian.
Yeah.
Why do baking companies mix things into the dough? Food effort is typically worth it. 100%. How about Tifa, we take a short break?
That we can do.
Oh, all of this bread thought has made me hungry.
Bagels.
Bread.
Well, now I already poured some on.
Thank you very much. We will be right back.
BRB.
We are back.
I'm kinda getting Mario Ghost House vibes of this music.
Yeah, if Mario Ghost Houses were about child abuse.
Yeah, I'm talking about the music, not story.
I have a long, funny story if you're ready for it. Go
Brilliant.
for it.
My father was a teacher at our school. He was a researcher of children's talent.
Oh, wait, so this is the same guy that experimented on...
Yes. Oh, let me guess. His dad was the person who performed the procedure on Hajime.
That kind of sounds like it. Because he researched children's talent, and that was kind of the thing before. Oh, we should have known everything's connected in the story.
Yeah. It's like Star Wars in a way. So in college, my boyfriend directed a show and I choreographed. One night, when I was not at rehearsal, I get a call from one of the cast members and they asked me if I knew my boyfriend was pregnant. Okay. I of course went along with it and was like, how dare he not tell me? Turns out he was trying to say he had to go with him. He had to go with the turn of phrase, I have a kettle on the stove and accidentally set bun in the oven.
Kettle on the stove, bun in the oven. It's kind of the same thing.
Drink, food, stove, oven. It makes sense. That's a good one. That is probably... That could be a common occurrence for us too.
That wouldn't happen to me.
We mix up words plenty.
I don't. I say exactly what I mean.
It feels very, very normal and natural to me.
Goedemorgen mensen. Hoe is leven momenteel voor je? Grandioos hoop ik. That's the translate for me.
First of all, hello Zen Life. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday.
Hope you're doing well.
Guten Morgen, Leute. Wie ist es mit dem Leben? Großartig, hoffe ich. How's life treating you? I mean,
Großartig. There's a better word for that.
grand is großartig.
I feel like there's a...
Grandios.
Exactly, grandioos.
Mine's more common and mine you could actually say to people.
Mine is more grand.
Yours is Dutch.
Yeah, and more grand.
It was fun getting that call while doing laundry. Made my night. It's Tuesday. Fuck.
Yes, I wish it was Friday.
Yes.
So badly.
I wish it was a vacation first.
I wish that
He used
even
his
more.
own son to research the growth of a child's talent. He wanted to see what the growth curve would be like if he pushed a child to the breaking point.
Oh, so he actually did it on purpose.
So basically, Nagisa is the Danganronpa version of Bane from Batman, except with mental stimulation versus apparently mental stimulation versus physical. You know,
Yes.
drugs, all sorts of stuff.
I was the subject of such an amusing experiment. It's not funny at all. But even with all that, I was still better off than the others. You saw Monica's legs, right? That was done to her by her family.
Called it.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not happy that it happened, but
We almost nailed all of the backgrounds,
yep.
unfortunately. Still no tacos.
Also,
Well, did you order tacos?
I would tell you to order them at your favorite place, but then again, I don't like your favorite place because of how often they fuck up your orders. So much so, I'm not saying their name on stream.
Unpopular opinion? I'm not even a fan of tacos. Like burrito all the way. They're annoying to eat. Like if you could pick between taco and burrito, it's definitely gonna be burrito.
I wouldn't mind good tacos every now and then.
Like if you gave me tacos, I'll eat them, but I won't order it from a menu myself.
I don't think I can be with you any longer if you continue this.
But burritos! Or burrito bowl!
Go away, Tifa!
So much nicer.
I love burritos too, but I wouldn't mind having the option to go for a good taco every now and then. Just saying.
Taco Tuesday!
Taco Dienstag.
Taco Dienstag.
How goes things, you two? Just working out, feeling the burn. You can work out for the two of us as well while you're at it. And we don't need to. Other than that, we're good. Thank you.
The only burn I feel is my second COVID shot. Other than that, hell no.
Be honest with yourself. You're happy it happened. I'm happy I was right because I like being right. I'm not happy about what I was right about.
Yes, we're totally happy a kid got her legs paralyzed
Clearly.
by her parents. It's what I work for or live for every day.
Oh yeah, no more workout redemptions. Yes, because first I got my shot, and now I could work out again, but no, she got her shot. And I don't feel like doing them by myself.
Well, it started with our mic problems, so we took it out for that.
You started for mic problems.
Then he had a shot and you're not allowed to do them. Now I have my shot and I'm not allowed to do them. So probably starting later on this week they will be back.
Next week, probably.
Or next week.
Redeem Jack's solo stream. I don't know when. Maybe one day again. We love you all.
We love you all.
It only really works if you speak directly into the
We
microphone.
love you all. I don't want to move it too much.
Great posture, Tifa.
It's my love.
If you ever tell me again that your neck hurts, I'll remind you of this moment. ASMR mode.
We houden allemaal specifiek van burritos. That's how you say tacos in Dutch.
Wir alle lieben Tacos speziell. I do. I heard burrito. Tifa? Did you say
Yeah,
burrito?
like burrito means taco.
Do the translation properly. Someone spent 250 points on this. Stop lying.
We houden allemaal van tacos.
Don't let her treat you like this. Tifa, you laugh, but you guys keep saying really bleak things about what you want to happen to these children.
If they were at a point of saving, I wouldn't. I think Nagisa can be saved. Monica, hell no.
I hope all of them can be, and like I said earlier, I have a strong suspicion that the servant is actually doing that, which I appreciate. So I don't believe you.
Question.
No, this time she did it right. Everyone here gets love and hugs because it's nice, and I want that for all. Yes, that would be nice.
Right back at you, Zen Life.
Kind of clashes with the game, but
Yeah, that's true.
yes, I'd rather have that.
Like, the game is very
Her brother were jealous of her talent.
depressing.
That's how she ended up like that. That's horrible. Because we had talent. Because we were superior. We were treated like we were in hell. But during it all, we didn't hold a grudge against our parents. We accepted how we were treated. Because we weren't aware that it was okay to hate our parents. We trusted the common knowledge that kids must love their parents. So we didn't fight it.
They don't have to.
This is something, like a real talk, that I really hate. Like, I sometimes talk about my dad on stream, but when I do, it's usually my stepdad.
There's no
sorry.
H in that word.
My stepdad. Like, I have a really bad relationship with my actual dad. Haven't spoken to him in years anymore either. And then you always hear it like, oh, why not? It's your dad. You must still love him. Like, no, just because someone is your biological parent, that doesn't owe them respect or love. It is fine to not love your parents.
Everybody can have kids, not everybody can be a parent.
Yes, especially the whole, I'm not saying like, oh, I have to do the dishwasher, I hate my parents kind of thing. Like, you can take it too far, but I hope you all know how I mean. Like, I really dislike it when people go like, yeah, but they're still your family. Like, you can't dislike them, or you must still talk to them. No, I mustn't do shit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this as well. Like, to the point that these kids are being put into a wheelchair. It's like, oh, you must still love your parents because they're your parents after all. No.
Fuck that shit.
Exactly.
Double one looks so nice. You deserve it. You earned it.
It definitely looks nice. Because you are number one.
We bonded over our struggle. And those discussions led us to the same conclusion.
Everyone shares a number one spot.
We had to escape from the horrifying world that made us suffer.
Okay, so they all wanted to commit suicide together, then Junko stepped in and redirected their anger, and it ultimately led to this.
Yeah.
We were desperate to run away from our scary parents, scary adults, the whole scary world. And we thought there was only one way out. But that's when it happened. There was someone who taught us to have courage, to fight back instead of running away. That was Big Sis Junko. Big Sis Junko told us how.
If you don't want it, give it to me.
She wanted the thing we were going to dispose of, our lives. And so, Big Sis Junko abducted us.
It looks kind of adorable, actually.
It does look cute. Yes. And yeah. Once again, Danganronpa expertly making me feel conflicted about what's happening. Like, I shouldn't be smiling right now at this, but especially Jotaro.
Yeah, it looks peaceful.
Looking super content.
Like a tiny smile.
Our disappearance didn't make much news. This was around the time the incident was growing. Ever since then, the days have been so much fun. Big Sis Junko showered her possessions with love and affection. She gave us not only love, but a dream as well. The dream of creating a children's paradise, where the children can live peacefully.
I'm guessing all of this stuff happens in the 2 or so years that our memories in the first game are missing.
That could be, yeah.
That's what I was thinking about the other day. Like, all of this has to have happened at some point.
Well, you just said they got abducted on
The beliefs required to build that dream.
on the time this shit all went down.
Yeah, but he said it was growing. So...
The belief that adults are demons. It was as if we saw the light. Thanks to her, we finally realized.
But, like, I understand why they came to this conclusion, but going with that line of thought, if these kids are able to create paradise, and they too eventually become adults, or demons as they call them, shouldn't that show them that the things that these horrible people have done are down to individual actions and not just because you're a certain age you do something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think it's more like all adults do this.
Yeah,
So
but
the moment you turn into an adult, you are also capable of doing this.
yes. But these people didn't do these things because they're adults, they did them because they're fucked up.
Yeah, that's not what they know. All they know is fucked up adults, so to them, all adults do this.
The common knowledge we had known up until then were lies adults created for their own benefit. Children cannot defy their parents. Everyone must get along. Violence can never bring peace. To destroy the world based on such lies, we decided to fight against the adults. As far as I remember, the first adult we defeated was a random person we didn't even know. We learned that kids can kill adults if they wanted to, and we were encouraged. From there, we leveled ourselves up by killing demons. Big Sis Junko was so pleased. Just the idea of a child killing an adult is despair-inducing.
Yep.
It's just insane.
I mean, no, it makes sense. That's the problem with it.
Yep.
That what makes these antagonist characters so well written. Like, at first you go, oh, they're kids, this is really dumb. But then you learn about them, and I mean, yes, there is some suspension of disbelief, but still, like, I can follow their logic. I mean, I come to a different conclusion, but I can understand how they ended up there somehow.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best things don't last. Unfortunately so.
Very true.
It's obvious that the children had no want to murder adults. They were manipulated and abused into doing that. Yes, and that's the thing that also didn't click with them yet. Like, between them standing up there and them now being here, they've also been, I'm not gonna say manipulated, but motivated. Because that's what it felt like to them, so.
I'm gonna go with manipulated by Junko. Because his entire world kind of is.
Yes, that's my point. I was trying to be subtle about it.
I was gonna go with, you know, not really possible, but then you have figures like Hitler, Walt Disney.
Look at just today, ISIS.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a
it
group
is very
of
much
people
possible.
that believe in something, and their belief is so fanatical in a sense that they can do incredible things. I mean, you just said Walt Disney.
I'm not comparing Walt Disney to Hitler, by the way. I'm talking
No.
about figures that...
Have so much charisma and somehow the talent to surround themselves with people that they just click with, and that are basically able and willing to do whatever they can to please this person. Look up how Walt Disney became what Disney was until his death. He surrounded himself with people that basically did his bidding, to put it in a negative way. But, I mean, that's using it for good, I want to say. Disney is not perfect as a company, but
No.
compared to the other people you mentioned, yes.
Yes. In that regard, Disney, especially Walt Disney, didn't use it in the way others did, like Hitler. But it just shows that you need like one person that
It's a
can
cult
have
of personality, yes.
that can have so much influence that it has such a drastic impact on the world.
Yeah. Which is impressive in a way, but if used for the right things, otherwise.
It is kind of scary if you think about it.
And that's why the Warriors of Hope are scarier than Junko.
I'm still gonna go with Junko as the scarier one.
Yeah, same to me. I get why you would say that, but like everything I see in these games, the moment we learned what Junko is, not just does, but is, everything's pointing at her. So these kids are also just pawns.
Yeah.
If it wasn't them, it would have been someone else. She would have found someone, because that's just how horribly good she is at what she does.
Well, these kids were just brainwashed.
They were broken by the things that were done to them, and then
It just didn't take much to do so.
brainwashed by Junko into going that way.
Like, it's much easier to do when you're already broken. Like,
Yes.
you don't need to break them first.
Yeah, you just need something to believe in, and then this person appears and they have all the answers.
Yep.
And then you can direct all your energy towards a certain goal or a common goal, and suddenly you have things like a feeling of a place where you belong. Because this person praises me for the things I'm doing. This feels good. I understand that.
Yep.
Humans have damned this planet. Climate change is irreversible.
Yep.
With our methods so far, yes. Hopefully we'll find a way, because I would like that. Despite all the shit I'm saying, I'm an optimist. Somewhere. Deep inside. But
Somehow don't think so, but we're gonna find out maybe at some
time will
point.
tell.
Just as I expected. You guys were just tools to her. She was using you.
Toko once again agrees with us.
The way she took you in, it's no different than a cult. You bring in the weak people and attach them to your own dreams.
That's also a really weird thing if you think about it.
Toko now giving you a recap of the things we just said with movements.
The revolution you're talking about, it's all just another piece of despair to her. You guys were completely deceived by Junko and Ashima.
Could it be that we actually are able to talk Nagisa out of this?
To be honest, I think at this point, even if they realize they were being used by Junko and deceived,
It's too late.
they would still keep going.
Yeah. Doesn't
Like-
make sense.
I think if I was at this point and I learned about that, I would still do what I did and still appreciate Junko. Just for the, what you said already, for like the reason to live that they gave.
Yeah. And, like, to them, Junko was the only good thing that ever happened to him.
Yes.
We won't find a way because the power refuses to look. Oh, we have found ways, it's just that not enough energy and resources are spent on actually putting these into place. I wonder if in a couple of years, not immediately of course, but maybe like all of this greener way of thinking becomes mainstream enough that you cannot really do without if you're a politician. Like over here in Germany, all but one of major parties now have specific climate change goals in their programs for the next 4 years, for the upcoming elections.
That's kind of what is expected.
Yeah, because if they don't, they won't get any votes, because even the last person that doesn't believe in climate change, from the normal mainstream voters, are at a point where we realize, yeah, no, it's a thing. I mean, we've had enough floods in this country in the last 10 years. You know, you can really only call it a flood of a century once a century. If it happens 3 times in 10 years, it's not a century anymore. Funnily enough, the one party that doesn't have a climate change program in their program is the
Nazi group.
right-wing, borderline, basically but legally not technically Nazi party. So shocking, I know.
Not
shocking.
surprised.
Yeah, me neither. Those goals only need to exist on paper. That's a problem, yes.
Well, that's a big problem in politics. Like, especially with the elections, you come with big promises that you believe will get the votes, and that a big part of it you'll probably not even be able to get through anyway, and you already know that.
He is hoping that the people that are in charge of countries at some point realize that every single thing they do leaves something behind for the people that come after them. And it's generally better to leave something behind than to just give them scorched earth. So
We leave behind our streams
yes, basically.
for the greater good.
That is up for history to decide.
And what's wrong with that? Did I not tell you that we are her possessions?
See?
Why are we so good at predicting the plot of these games now? I think after 2.5-ish games, we kind of got into the right mindset.
We would rather her take advantage of us than horrible adults.
Basically what you said.
Sounds like it's too late.
Say what you like. Big Sis Junko gave us hope. That's the truth. And because of that hope, we were able to defeat the demon boss.
What's the demon boss?
Boss?
Our parents.
But I thought they're dead.
You killed your parents?
They defeated the demon boss.
Oh, sorry, I misheard that.
That was a special battle that can only be fought once. That made us level up even further.
Yeah, that does seem like the kind of event that, like, there is not really coming back from that.
Yeah, but it makes sense what they did. Like, first kill all randoms to not fully have your emotions in the way. And then
Training,
move.
basically, yeah.
Yeah. But like, it's hard. I would imagine it's harder to start killing people you actually know, because you
Yes.
have like twice the emotions.
Yeah.
So you start with randoms to the point where you can put it aside, and then you go to your parents in this case.
From there, Operation Children's Paradise began, and we started freeing other children.
They don't care, like I said before, the billionaires just want to flee to space. Good luck on that.
They can stay there, it's okay.
Good luck to them on that. In the US, the biggest issue is getting votes in the House to get the new things done, or to get those things done. Yeah, but similar problems all over the world, I would think. Isn't the leveling up metaphor kind of weird? I think Junko used it as a way to get the kids to understand what she wanted in a way they would understand.
It's smart.
It also works on a psychological level because gamification of things is a real thing. Giving people rewards for tasks, like a video game, actually works on the human brain. To the point where, you know, being told, oh, you've done really well, you've achieved this, gives you like this serotonin boost where you're like, oh yeah, I'm super happy I achieved this. That's one of the psychological reasons behind why achievements in video games exist. I mean, the other advantage is for video game developers and publishers to check, are people actually playing the game? Because, you know, they're usually tied to story progression. So if only 50% of people got the last achievement, then that means only 50% of people that played it got to that point. So maybe, was there something wrong with the content? Was it not catchy enough, I guess?
I give Jack XP for doing things around the house as well. Like for doing dishes or vacuuming.
Problem is that I keep rejecting requests.
It doesn't always work, unfortunately.
It's childish, which is the point. Yeah, video game terms are mainstream enough for kids to understand too, so it works on that level too.
To be honest, I like it.
What, leveling up?
No, the way they describe the whole leveling up thing in this case. Makes sense. It's easy.
You want to be careful with your words or with what exactly you say. Oh, I like how they explain that. You know, there's plenty of material that could be applied to.
That is true.
Did you notice all 5 of them have Dragon Quest classes? Yes, you pointed that out in the first stream, I think. Because I couldn't quite place... I was thinking Final Fantasy 1. But the hero class threw me off.
By doing so, the advance of the Warriors of Hope seemed unstoppable. But just when things were going so well, Big Sis Junko died. killed by some idiot.
Technically herself.
When she died, and we lost our guide, we didn't know what to do. But Monica didn't despair.
All we gotta do is fulfill the hopeful dream Big Sis Junko gave us. We shouldn't give up. We can't abandon hope.
Hope in despair.
At that moment, Monica looked just like Big Sis Junko in our eyes. Things that didn't matter vanished, and we felt ourselves rising up again. Come to think of it, that moment, that was the real beginning of the revolution.
At this point, Junko became a symbol.
This time around,
Yeah.
I swore an oath. We, the survivors, will fulfill the dream and prove how amazing Big Sis Junko is.
Yep. Ultra Despair Girls came out 2 days before Dragon Quest V's 22-year anniversary. Okay. Not bad.
We would leave lies like education and love for family in the past and create paradise.
I kind of want to look up after we're done with all of these games, because once again I know better than to Google things about Danganronpa while playing. Whether there was any sort of reaction from Square Enix about the references. Because with this sort of stuff, I mean, the homages are nice, but maybe you don't exactly want them. Because, you know...
I would think they can appreciate it.
Yeah, but how should I say this? To protect your brand, you might not necessarily want appreciation from everybody.
Fair enough.
And especially if their game is mostly based around children committing war crimes. You know.
That is our hope.
Those classes are common, they're used in D&D too. Yes, but we also saw like the slimes.
Slimes.
Slimes. Yes, in chapter 3. You even commented on it, where there were like these cardboard cutouts
Oh, yeah,
of all
true,
the characters, and they were
I was.
fighting Dragon Quest
Yeah.
monsters.
True.
You guys, you really don't understand that you're doing something very wrong.
Correct, Komaru. That's the point.
Justice and evil. These are beliefs that adults have defined, are they not?
All I hear is Junko speak.
First off, pure evil simply does not exist. In all evil, there is something good.
Hard one.
Not necessarily.
I don't fully agree with that either.
Based on empirical evidence, I would say it is likely that someone who does something evil has a good intention to some degree, but as a general statement.
And in the same way, justice always hurts someone. There is no pure justice either.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
that also goes the other way. If there's no such thing of one end, the other end also.
But no, this is moving the goalpost. Justice isn't about not hurting someone. Justice is about justice. And then there's of course the issue that justice isn't necessarily law to some people, but that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Are we really gonna stand around waxing philosophical with some little brat?
We've been doing it for a very long time, actually.
Thank you, Toko. All of this while meanwhile Monokumas are probably still slaughtering people, so. I mean, I do agree. There's no such thing as pure good and pure evil.
Yeah.
I don't know if not at all, but it's very rare. Like petting a puppy. That's purely good, I would think.
The act itself, I would say yes.
There are two little things in life that are purely good. There should
I
be
want to
more.
know why you guys chose Toa City. And not only that, how did you guys get that army of Monokumas?
The one who chose the city and prepared our Monokumas was Monica. Isn't she amazing? She created them with her special magic.
Magic? Don't take any of this seriously. It's just some kid talking.
I'm guessing Junko left her instructions or a means of some sort to manufacture more Monokumas.
It does sound like Junko.
Of course.
Basically, Monica's the mastermind. And to save Master, I I gotta deal with her.
Monica is our princess. I will never allow that.
Well, in that case,
Hey! Earlier, you said that there is no such thing as pure justice or evil. But even if that's true, a dream that requires you to hurt someone, I think it's wrong.
Why did they went with pure justice, by the way, instead of pure good? If you go for the opposite of evil, I wouldn't say justice is the...
I think it just has a nicer ring to it.
Well, justice does sound better, but I think the comparison here is off. Or it's just a lost in translation kind of thing.
No, I think it's done on purpose, but the connotation is different. It's not about there being like a difference between good and evil in this sense. It's about justice, about what is just.
After all this time, still saying something so naive.
Ask the translator. We would if we could.
It seems as though we really don't have much in common. I was right to ask you to leave. So let's go already. The secret passageway is right up ahead.
Why do I have a feeling that the end of the secret passageway is gonna have us fight against Nagisa and a robot?
I don't think it's gonna be Nagisa. I mean, he's letting us go, there's no point. I would sooner think we're gonna fight... What was her name? Kotoko again.
Really? A rematch?
Well, she was saved. And she does know he's letting us go. So it could be like to stop us. Like he could have fought us in the previous arena already.
We're here. It's at the shrine.
Or Monaco shows up. Monaco.
Monaco.
We should get going.
Hey, Omaru, do you have a second?
I mean, good and evil and justice are all subjective. Yes.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
Mostly a matter of perspective.
Are you really sure this is okay? To end it like this? Running away?
You're asking this now? All this time I've been trying to escape. And not just that. I'm still worried about my dad and mom. What are you gonna do, Toko? Are you really gonna stay here?
Of course, I have to save Master Byakuya.
So basically, I didn't even think about this yet. If we now leave, then the moment we left, it's just Toko and Nagisa standing there. How is that gonna end?
Kinda.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Right. Hey, what do you think, honestly? Is it better for me to stay in this city?
She's been saying that the entire time.
Basically, yes.
Why are you asking me?
I mean, if I go, you'll be alone. Toko, do you want me to stay?
You have no reason to worry about me. I'm capable of surviving on my own.
Let's see, yes.
Do you see the clouds, by the way?
I am.
Like, I'm not sure what to think of them. In a way, I like them.
They look certainly unique.
But also that, yeah.
It's the little details in these guys.
We're looking for clouds.
You're right. When I'm around, I'm just a burden to you.
Yes, Tifa, look, up there. See? There.
Yes, I see. I was literally looking like above the door. Like, what are you looking at?
Imagine being aware of your position on screen.
Unlike me, you're truly amazing, Toko.
Hey, Omaru? Sorry for getting you involved in all this.
But you didn't. We got involved against our will, but it wasn't because of you.
Involved? What do you mean?
Nothing. Just leave before he changes his mind.
Well, obviously she has something more to say.
Don't tell me Toko, or I think more likely Genocide Jill worked with Junko before all of this shit happened.
You think? Well, could make sense.
Genocide Jill, yes, somehow. Toko, no.
But I would think that would have come out already.
It would make for a good plot twist in this game. Huh?
That, yes,
my instincts
but
are on point.
Genocide Jack has been out too much. For nothing to have leaked in that direction.
Yeah. Children know this town better than I thought. I thought this place would be fine. I was confident that I would never be found. But as if they knew where I was hiding from the beginning, Monokuma came and attacked me. I was just barely able to escape, but I couldn't save her. My wife was killed. She was torn apart limb from limb. They cut off her skin and her flesh was everywhere. I just ran away. I'm done for. There's no place to hide, no place to run in the city.
It's true that your parents were cruel to you, but that doesn't mean you can kill all the adults.
Again with that nonsense, after all this, we are well aware that we are killing innocents.
But
This is war. When you're burning the enemy's country to the ground, do you stop to spare the good people? Even if we had years, we would never achieve our dream of that benevolence.
It's kind of how war works.
Yeah, basically.
demon.
Consider it fate. We were born and raised here, we were treated as if we weren't even human. Wouldn't it be a cruel twist of fate if we didn't fight back?
But for you to just do to them what they've done to you?
Don't mess with me.
Perhaps you think we should have stayed subhuman, just accepted it?
No.
Not like that.
Hey,
Then you tell me, what should we have done? What was the right thing to do? What should we have done to earn the privilege of a normal, happy childhood?
don't mess with me.
Stop being such a drama queen. You could have relied on the police or the government.
Don't mess with me.
You're asking those who have had their lives destroyed by adults to trust other adults. Ever since we 5 were born in Towa City, our destiny was decided. Wait. Did we ever specifically get the location of where Hope's Peak Academy is?
Not really.
For some stupid reason I always assumed it was Tokyo, but that was never mentioned, was it?
The city? I don't think so. Why?
Well, I'm assuming that this is not a typo. So, if they were born in Towa City and went to Hope's Peak Elementary, Hope's Peak Academy is also in Towa City.
Yeah.
So it isn't that Komaru and stuff were brought to Towa City. It's most likely that they've always been here. Because this is just where all of the Danganronpa stories have happened.
Makes sense. But what's the...
Because it was a thing earlier. It's like, oh, who brought me here? You've lived here. I give up.
I don't think it's that important.
Ever since we 5 were born in Towa City, our destiny was decided. No one can stop us. For all the children of this town, we will build an ideal paradise.
But all the children in this town, you're talking about all those brats in the helmets.
Of course, it's not just us, but also the Monokuma kids, all the children.
It's far too
Funny that all the
suspicious.
kids in this town just happen to have murderous intentions like you.
Perhaps I've said too much. I have nothing else to say to you. You cannot stop us now.
Pretty bold for a shrimpy little brat like you to talk big. I guess that does kind of imply they're being brainwashed. Or controlled by the helmets.
Yep.
I don't care how unfortunate your childhood were, killing humans will never be okay.
Demon.
I didn't expect a demon to understand. Clash of beliefs. Alright, there's a safe spot there. Give me them batteries. Let me see this one first.
Health is full.
Let's quickly check our stuff.
Oh
Got
yeah,
anything
you
there?
turned off the outer lock, by the way,
Yes.
in case you want it back.
No. Actually, wait. Oh, I can slide one more. Beautifully adorably.
That sounds about right. Painfully adorably.
Abundantly adorably.
Furiously adorable?
Let's check. Let's try knockback.
Still don't really get this.
Energetically is good. Do we have a better combination?
But what do you want more of?
Good point. I'm good, I think. Let's save. This kid is fast on these stairs.
Wish I could run up the stairs like that.
Yep.
Like whoosh. I would be dead.
There's a sparkly thing there. I knew it.
Oh, up there. I'd be so dead.
Does this work? Yep.
Jotaro!
There we go.
I think you might have gotten all of them now.
It's always the same 5 kids in every chapter.
Yeah, but I mean...
I only found 2 so far here.
Oh, never mind.
Cutscene.
This is it.
Into the shrine. Very Zelda. Literally.
Stairs?
This is the secret passageway we prepared in case of emergency. Go through here, and you can get outside the town.
To be honest though, I mean, I know this is a game thing, but the way it looks, you would have to lay on the first stairs to be able to get through there. Because it looks like the third step is just like a step or 2 steps high space underneath the ceiling.
You have to like warm yourself down.
That freaks me out. I'm serious.
Because you're scared to get stuck?
Yes. There are these like internet videos about people going like spelunking and stuff and like exploring these very narrow caves, and then to enter them they have to like do this suck your belly in and wiggle through a hole. That freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah, with my luck I would get stuck as well.
Yeah, we would definitely get stuck. I mean, it was made for children.
Yeah, but even for this kid it would be the same. Like, look at the second staircase.
He would fit through.
I don't think so.
It was made for ants.
That's more like it, yes.
Probably yes.
Best to go like head first and then like whee.
This is the secret passageway Trog's ants use when they want to get into his PC. I mean, I'm an aunt. Oh, are you guys making fun of our aunts pronunciation again? What's next? Almonds?
What's wrong with ants? Or aunt?
That ant, the way we pronounce it, is both the insect and in lots of Americas also how you say aunt. My uncles and my aunts. Because that's how language works.
I don't know, why?
I was saying tiny stuff for the stairs. I saw an almond joke coming. Oh, sorry, almond.
Almond? Who says almond?
In Zoolander he says, is this a school made for ants? Zoolander is a great movie.
That one is really good, by the way.
Well, I say both that way. Spoilers, with every single word in English that I say, the way I pronounce it entirely depends on how I first heard it. That's why I say I can, but I can't. Because my English teacher, teaching me the basics, spoke British English.
Yeah, but English is also weird like that.
Yeah, that's the same anyway. I find it hilarious how Monokuma is listed as a staff member in Hope's Peak Academy on the Hope's Peak wiki.
Well, he kind of is.
I mean, he works there, technically.
Yeah. Definitely.
You should hear my mate Damon doing a South African accent on the lastest Hot Ones. Oh, mate Damon. Matt Damon. You're confusing us. Like, wait, you have a mate called Damon and he was on Hot Ones? Do tell us more about Matt Damon.
It is a name.
For all we know, you are friends with Matt Damon, which would be cool. I like him. He nails it. Matt Damon is a pretty cool guy, from what I know about him.
What are you doing? Hurry up and leave. Hey, what's the holdup? If you just go through here, you'll be outside of the city.
I doubt it. That will be a long walk through there because it doesn't look like we're near the edge of the city.
Didn't you want to run away? Didn't you want to escape this town?
That's right. That's what I've always wanted. At least that's what I thought.
I'm Ben Goatley.
Yes, you are.
I would watch you as Batman. Yep.
Fody man. Goat man.
Toko, is it really okay for me to go?
Do whatever you want. It has nothing to do with me.
Mad bitch.
I'm the Mad Knight. As a kid, I fell into a well with goats.
There's definitely a story there.
That could actually work. There are goats that can basically climb straight up because of their weird feet.
That is true.
I mean, you could have a goat in a well that just rebrand coming. Quick, call Warner Brothers. Tell them to kick off Robert Pattinson from the new Batman movie. We need to do a rebrand of the whole franchise and a recast review.
I still can't believe. Is he still really the new Batman?
Yes, that's
They
not a
didn't-
joke.
I thought they threw him off already.
No.
For not wanting to work out for the role.
No. No. I mean, I think he could act it, but the whole I don't want to work out for it, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if he has a good reason for that, but I mean, the whole thing about Batman kind of is that he would fit in Danganronpa straight away, by the way. That he's completely fucked up psychologically and he's so hell-bent on his path that he does all of these incredible things. I mean, he does villainous things, but as a good guy, vigilante kind of stuff, in a way. So not working out, I don't see how that works with a character. But
I don't mind Robert Pattinson, but him as Batman, I really can't imagine it at all.
I'm in. He could do it, but I mean, Batman is always described as a peak level athlete because of his rage, because of how
that too.
angry he is. Like,
You know who I want to see as Batman? Terry Crews.
I think it would be a comedy movie, but I would watch it. I would go to the cinema to watch it.
I definitely would.
Yeah. And I'm imagining Terry Crews as Batman. Just like people have said that before, I'll repeat it. Idris Elba as the new James Bond. That should have happened by now. Just saying.
How would Terry Crews be Batman?
How wouldn't he be?
Terry Crews can be anything he fucking wants.
Yeah.
He is amazing.
Terry Crews is a treasure and he's amazing. And I would watch him in anything. I've watched stuff specifically because Terry Crews is in it and I was not disappointed.
Yeah. I even watched, what was that thing called? Beastmaster or something? Where they're in this giant thing doing those course tracks that he presented.
Yeah, it's like Ultimate Ninja Warrior kind of stuff.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
like
he-
several countries.
He was good in that. I liked it.
Yeah, but I only watched this stuff because of Terry Crews. Like, if his name isn't on
Yes.
it, I would have skipped it.
If I want to watch people sweat, no, I actually don't want to watch people sweat. But if Terry Crews narrates, I'm in.
I love that dude. I am still mad he didn't get the role of King Titan in The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that was
remake.
some bullshit. He should have.
Especially after like the whole video he made where he like actually portrayed the role. He should have gotten that.
Yes. Yes, 100%. Forgot about how Terry Crews is playing Danganronpa with his son. I don't know how far we are now. I
He's
would
great.
check it out, but knowing our luck, he's probably, by the time I would watch, somewhere in V3 at like the biggest spoiler in the game. So I will not watch. Not before I'm done. I've never heard anyone say cinema instead of movie theater. That's...
Movie theater is not really a thing here. Or you wouldn't say it.
We just call them cinemas.
Especially since theater here is more like, I'm gonna say like opera, actual on stage.
I think that's a European English kind of thing.
Yeah, probably.
This chat wasn't being mod enough for spoilers when I was there last. Way too few mods for the number of people in chat. That kind of sucks. Like, first of all, that people just go about their way to just spoil shit for people. That's a dick move, but...
Yeah. I can imagine his chat also moves pretty fast.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't really see it, I guess.
He had no idea and only had one mod for the first few streams. I don't know how many viewers he gets usually, but I would think, yeah, more mods would be a good idea, especially for story-heavy games.
Do you know where he is now? Otherwise I'm gonna follow him after stream. I wanna see that.
I was gonna say I'll look it up for you, but again, Danganronpa, so...
Oh my. Seems like I made it just in
Oh,
time.
he got off the airship.
Okay.
Dum dum dum.
Man, that was close. Truly a last-minute save.
You know what that reminds me
He
of?
looks really cute like this, to be honest.
You know what I see?
What?
Pokemon. Jigglypuff
Oh,
singing and then drawing on people's faces.
yes.
You? Why are you here?
You have an amazing Jigglypuff song impression.
Oh, I thank you.
I mean, you also have a body. I have to go to tutoring. Shrift, thank you for hanging out. Say hi to your tutor from us and have fun. Hope it
Have
goes well.
lots of fun. Thanks for hanging and have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. Yeah, see you next time.
Why am I here? To persuade her to stay, of course. So that our boring and common protagonist who has no distinct characteristics doesn't just quit.
That's the...
That's the Nagisa we all remember.
Ah yeah, Nagito. That was his name.
Komaru Naegi, though you are normal, not an ultimate, or even a part of Future Foundation.
The background song is amazing. Tifa doesn't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the
Sorry,
games
that was really bad.
so far, this one has the worst music, if you ask me.
No.
Like the sort of carnival music, when the Warriors of Hope are a thing, I definitely love. But like these bits, nah. Definitely not as good as the other games.
Foddy, whenever I say that Tifa is born with a severe handicap, that she has no taste, I'm not joking. I mean, how can you hate those vocalizations? I mean...
It's good, I just don't like it in this game. I see why you all like it, but nah. Not compared to the other games.
And Foddy, you remember earlier how you were like, oh well, that's a smack when I said that her opinions are invalid? One of those moments. I told you this would happen.
You don't enjoy Nagito's theme song sounding like porn music? I have no clue what music they play in porn. Is it like this?
I don't think so, but...
I can imagine this would ruin porn.
It depends on what's happening on screen. And the moment, like if there was just nothing happening.
Like all of a sudden having the wow. It's like
in an elevator kind of. You take an elevator, wow, wow. It's like,
yes, this is elevator music.
X-fucking-cuse me? I'm sorry, what? Let's pretend that didn't happen. What?
Oh, chance it is in an elevator, but I didn't like it in this game.
She has no taste, explains how she ended up with you. Fair.
I say that all the time.
Reminds me of Cowboy Bebop, it's top tier. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but in Cowboy Bebop, it's like fit. Here, I don't know, I mean, it doesn't.
It's this smooth, jazzy, kind of mysterious vibe.
Would have been better without the vocals in it. For the game.
You're beyond help.
I really do think quite poorly of the idea that you would abandon your friend and run off alone.
I really do think quite poorly of the idea that you have no taste in music.
Are you really going to just run away like this? Is your conscience clear?
Stop it! What are you saying? She's about to leave for good!
It's almost like he has his own agenda.
That would be quite bothersome for me, you know? That is why I must convince her to stay.
So is it just me, or does he have really small feet?
Seems normal to me.
Huh?
It would be disappointing if she did not see the game through to the end, how it was meant to be.
It seems very rare though to find
Don't stop speaking
shoes
your mind without permission. You're a servant.
in the same color as your sweater.
What if you dye them yourself?
Yeah, that's true. Like it has all of the colors in his shoes.
I think Nagito is the kind of person that would dye his own stuff just so that it matches.
When do you get this necklace, by the way?
That's not a necklace, and never. Because of a pencil neck.
Listen to me. In order to see our paradise, this girl cannot stay here.
So then I must ask, which is more important to the Warriors of Hope? Paradise or the game?
Game, you say?
What are you talking about? It's obviously...
The game, of course.
What?
You're a smart one. You must be at least vaguely aware. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sneaking about.
Wait, did Tifa just call his chain a necklace?
I love it.
And that's not a bad translation thing on her end. She calls it that on purpose. She knows what a necklace is.
Yeah. I know it's supposed to be a chain, but it kind of suits the
Tifa,
outfit.
it's not supposed to be a chain. It's a chain.
Yeah, but I would wear that as a necklace. Oh, come on, with the whole look. That looks kinky as fuck.
You know,
Why don't you never wear this?
you have told me before, like when we
Should
went
point that
out,
way.
that people have given you funny looks. You're like, oh, why do people look at me funny? It's not that you look funny, it's that they can hear your thoughts, apparently. This is not a necklace. Where to work, watch your reactions. Yes, Tifa, please, show us how it's done.
If I had one, I would. I've been to work in a onesie, in my pajamas
true.
once. Like, I don't care what I
confirm
wear
that
to
one.
work. I just don't have it. Like, if I had it, I would wear it.
I'm sorry, my dear, but if you get something like this, we both know that you will not get it off again.
I probably guess.
And that is heavy.
Can get like a cheaper version.
Tifa servant cosplay when?
I wish I could also pull that hair. Well, actually, that's what my hair looks like in the morning.
That is exactly what your hair looks like. You just need to dye it and straighten it a bit.
Yeah. My hair straightened looks really bad.
Jack Kinky.
Like, I already have a big face. Like, with my hair straightened, it's even bigger. Hey. I'll straighten my hair.
I was thinking
that
of
way.
giving you the Nagisa hair.
You could have openly proposed a halt to these slayings to focus entirely on building paradise.
Should do that for a Halloween stream. If my hair is still long enough and we do dress up, I could try. I keep forgetting the name. Hajime's actual identity. If we do. Yes, Foley. Exactly. If we do cosplay. And it's also probably gonna be Dudu.
The only shitty thing is we usually can't stream on Halloween because it's his grandmother's birthday.
Yeah, that's true. Izuru Kamakura, thank you. If I get the outfit and dye my hair, I could pull that off. But
Could be fun.
Confirmed witch, yes.
And the reason you did not do exactly that, and are instead going behind their backs,
The servant just throwing twists at us.
is because you realize your favorite Miss Mage would choose the game over paradise. Do you know what you call someone who behaves like you're behaving?
An adult.
A traitor.
A traitor.
Look at that.
You're wrong. I care about them more than anyone. They all have high hopes for me. I mean, I am the leader.
Nagisa,
No, you're not. Monica is.
isn't it best if you just calm down a little? You can leave the rest to me.
Okay, so for him it's to calm down. Based on the reaction, I would guess.
Okay, I really think you should.
Damn it!
That's right. People who are not needed in the scene should go and make their exit.
Proper leader material. Fuck you.
What are you talking about?
I must admit, I am a little disappointed.
Speak plain, person.
When I heard that she was his little sister, I was intrigued.
Monica.
Isn't he talking about us?
Oh, yeah.
His?
Yeah.
Makoto?
Okay. I thought we were still talking about the kids.
Now listen, since I've planned the game out this far, I would like it to be completed. Of course, perhaps I am being somewhat unfair to you, Komaru. Rather, the one who disappointed me was Toko.
Wait, he planned this out?
I'm guessing Toko was a part. Or Toko is probably working with him. Like there's a reason she's not looking at him.
Now perhaps I am mistaken, but I believe we made a promise. You were to escort her to headquarters.
Promise? Escort? What are you talking about?
See, there you have it.
Oh, I really think it should be Toko who answers that question. But if you continue to be silent, the story cannot progress. So I will speak. I made a deal with Toko.
Okay. I'm not shocked, but...
Not
If
really.
she escorts you to the children's main base, I will release Byakuya Togami.
I understand why she would agree to that.
Question is, why does he want us at the main base?
To lure out Makoto.
Consider it exchanging hostages. The plan was to trade you and Byakuya.
To exchange her for Makoto, who he blames for killing his beloved Junko.
Fair enough.
Because he is one of the ultimate despairs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I guess.
What? What are you talking about?
Get like revenge that way.
Yeah.
And it was such a good deal, too. Why did it have to come to this?
I mean, based on their logic, technically Makoto killed her. I mean, it was she herself, but
He was kind of responsible.
logic.
That's a lie, right? You're lying right now, aren't you? You're just making it up.
If you believe it to be a lie, think back on when you two first met.
On the building?
When you first arrived at the hospital on your parachute, did you know why Toko turned up there? She came to save you because she was told where you would be landing.
Well, it
The
was
on-
already kind of weird she was
The
suddenly there.
only way that works if it was Nagito telling her where she would land with his ultimate luck ability. Because, I'm sorry, but pretending to know where someone who's never parachuted in their life before will land with a parachute, that's a stretch.
Yeah, but she has a tracker.
True, and Toko can fly, so yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Like, it doesn't need to be just luck.
So much dialogue makes more sense and has a new meaning once you know.
How else could you possibly explain such a contrived encounter?
I mean, this part, yes.
The reason Toko has been your companion through all this was because of her deal with me.
Again, I'm not shocked at all.
How is all of this making her want to stay though?
Who?
Well, he's trying to convince us to not leave.
Yes, because he needs us.
Yes, but how is this us convincing us to not leave?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna appeal to Komaru's humanity to trade herself in for Byakuya.
Also, sorry, what were you gonna say?
What I just said.
Okay.
Lies! You're lying!
I mean, Toko has told you that she would go so far as to kill you, if that means saving Byakuya, so... Also, the one thing I never understand, be it in this game or movies, whatever, where it's like these high stakes situations where it's you against a group of people that are very deceitful. Just because I agreed to make a deal with the enemy doesn't mean I don't have a plan for what happens after, or that I don't plan to betray them myself. Like, no.
Yeah.
Just because I tell them I bring you Komaru doesn't mean I leave her there to die.
Yeah, but she wasn't actually bringing her there at all. Like right now, she brought her to the complete opposite, basically.
Yes, which also points to Toko not really feeling like she should sell her out, but I mean, that also just makes Toko more human to me.
I went through considerable trouble making sure you would complete this little game. Returning the hacking gun you had lost, having the Monokuma kids deliver items. That was me.
Called that too.
Consider it game balance, as they say. You've thought about it before, I'm sure.
We have actually, thank you, Sadie.
Why enemies conveniently drop items? Why the path you must travel on to advance is always clear.
I love it when a game gives you an in-game story explanation for the things being video gamey. I love that so much.
The game began as a way for the children to have fun, but it was also a game to help you grow.
Why would we grow?
We leveled up a lot.
Yeah, we did, just like the kids did, but why? Is it to see if we have an ultimate talent too?
He's probably gonna tell us.
And I am the one who made it that way.
Why me?
You mean, why was I so particular about choosing you? Well, that is all your brother's fault, of course.
Makoto?
He defeated Junko and Oshima, the one I truly hate. And I wasn't there to witness it. That's why, this time around, I wanted to see the action up close.
So basically he's not mad Junko got killed. He's mad that he didn't see Junko getting killed.
And that he didn't do it himself. But I'm still not sure, like, his relationship with her or his standing with her, is it really hatred? Or is it the love-hate kind of thing?
I think it's a love-hate kind of thing, because he wants to be the ultimate hope. Junko is the ultimate despair.
Yeah.
Like, it's this battery attraction.
And then you have Makoto actually being the ultimate hope, or called that. Fodi, I don't even need to click on that because I've been reading that article earlier today. Apparently a nurse who, it appears she is anti-vax, has injected roughly 9,000 people with saline solution instead of COVID vaccinations.
Maybe that's why you didn't get sick.
No, that is in a different part of Germany. Yeah, no, she said, when she was investigated, she said that she gave saline shots to 6 people because she dropped an ampule with the COVID vaccine, which has 6 or worth 6 shots in them, and she didn't want to be fired and she didn't want them to find out. So that's why she did that.
And then she just kept going.
And I mean, that is fucked up too, but that is kind of human. I don't condone it, but I can understand why your mind would go from one to the other. But it's been found that apparently this has happened 9,000 times roughly. And according to the report so far, they have found that she also posted anti-vaccination bullshit on social media and stuff. So if that is true, fuck that person.
I hope she lost her license to work in the medical field.
I don't understand how you can work as a nurse and be anti-vaccines.
I'm sorry, but even if you are, that is one thing.
Yes.
But on purpose, giving people
Yes.
something else,
That's the next thing I was going to be mad about.
like,
Yeah.
that is on a completely different level.
Yeah.
That's just what the fuck.
And if you want to push this even farther, if she did this with COVID shots, what else has she fucked up on purpose? No, where does it end?
That is also the question.
Yeah, they reached out to everyone affected. Yeah, they have a website, they have a phone hotline for people who think they might be affected. They are taking care of it, but still. Yeah.
Makes no sense to me. If you know the science, you should be for it. There's actually a lot of nurses and doctors that are against getting COVID shots. Like, it was also a big deal in the Netherlands when it came out that a lot of them didn't want to get the shot. It was like this 50-50 kind of...
I honestly don't understand why. Like, I understand reservations, like, oh, this vaccine has only been around for a couple months or a year, so I don't trust it. But to my understanding, it's not a new vaccine.
Well,
like,
the base
vaccines...
was already there.
Yes, vaccines aren't new. We have flu shots, we've had them for decades. It's just a shot for a different virus. And like this like mRNA stuff that is now becoming a thing, that's also not new. Like, it hasn't just popped out of nowhere. Like, this research has happened for years. Like, well, the way this vaccine works is different. Yes, but like, the concept of how it works hasn't just been invented yesterday. That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is new, yes, but it didn't just pop up, like, it didn't fall from the sky. Like,
I guess in a way to each their own, but I'm happy I got my shot.
I am very happy too. Still, if you're a nurse and you're supposed to give someone a shot with one thing and you give him something else on purpose, that's bullshit. Like,
Yep. It's like pushing your beliefs. Also, what if you have a saline or whatever you pronounce it?
no, you can't. That is just salt water solution that everybody gets with like
Okay.
most things.
Oh, it's also in those IV bags.
Yeah, it's when you're dehydrated.
True.
It's like this hydrolysis water stuff that just becomes part of your like blood. That's super fucked up. Yes.
It is.
Yes. Imagine if any of those people got COVID. Yes.
That too.
Yes. Yep. If you ask me, once again, if I'm not the police, if these investigations turn out that she did do this on purpose, then I would like to see her tried for endangering these 9,000 people.
I'm sorry that you may have done this with a few people. I could still see it as an accident, but with 9,000, that can no longer be an accident.
No, that's on purpose.
Unless someone swapped the label on all of those bottles.
Yeah.
And not only that, unlike him, an ultimate, you are a normal girl who can't do anything.
He doesn't like people that are not ultimates.
Particularly compelling.
So he just hates Kumara because she's normal, according to him.
Her
Basic.
brother,
Basic
a
bitch.
hero, the symbol of hope. The little sister, utterly boring by comparison.
Oh, I guess this is the whole like nature versus nurture debate, but for talents. Like, the servant bases your value on whether you are born with an ultimate talent and not whether through some means you develop an ultimate ability. I'm on the latter train, by the way. I think you can learn these things.
If someone like you were to stand against despair, that would bring hope to the people.
I wanna believe it depends on the talent. Like, yes, you can have a knack for things, but especially when it comes to more physical stuff. Like, what's his name? Like, Usain Bolt.
Yeah, I wouldn't apply that to everything.
Like he is able to do what he does also because of the way his body works and is built. Like you can't learn your body structure.
No, you can learn technique on how to do certain movements, but sorry. Certain things you can learn. For some things you have to have the genetics.
But with a lot of things I do believe you can actually learn talent.
Ability.
Or ability is the better.
Hope is exclusively found on the side of the weak, the losing side.
Why is Taro punching this person in the face?
I was wondering why it looked so familiar, but now I can see Taro in it.
I mean, it being Taro makes sense because presumably the servant knows Taro. You know, they're both in ultimate despair.
Yeah, if he wasn't a boxer.
Is there anything hinting that this is actually Taro?
I don't think so. He didn't have that body at all.
Underdog stories, slaying Goliath, the weaker team winning a game.
I think that's just the art style for the anonymous athlete.
Yeah.
The majority of society is made up of the weak and untalented. They are inspired by such tales.
It's okay. I'll be weak and...
What are you saying?
Untalented.
No, I'm happy for him. Hello, Gentanga. How you doing? Happy Tuesday.
Everything he said. Hope you're doing well. You played Danganronpa before?
Correct, you will release a light even brighter than his.
Okay, so he doesn't hate her. He actually wants to make use of the fact that she is incredibly unremarkable to him. I mean, it makes sense. If you want to go that way, you would go for someone who has the underdog story. Yeah, it makes sense.
I suppose that is true.
I need you to participate in my game.
And then you would also want to make it so that, just like in a video game, the obstacles are difficult and challenging enough, but manageable, and slowly keep escalating. Leveling up, as you call it. Yeah.
Well, I'm quite sure I only picked this because Makoto.
Grow, defeat the final boss, and become the hope for this town.
You know, if you put it that way, it just sounds weird. Unfortunately, I get what he means. No, but I've watched some Let's Plays and the anime.
Oh, nice.
Very glad. We have played the first one, Danganronpa 2, and now we are on this one. We have not watched any of the animes yet, and we are yet to play V3 after we are at some point done with this game.
Yeah, gotta watch the anime after this.
Yeah, but warning, we are incredibly slow.
Also, I do not know why, but with this bit, I kind of have the SpongeBob movie in my head, where they're singing like, now that we're men, we can do anything, now that we're men. It's kind of like, because there, I think it's because there's also a line in it. He goes like, defeat. What does he say? Defeat the blah blah and get the crown. It's kind of the same, like, I don't know. I somehow popped in my head.
Video game.
I didn't say anything.
Gonna go set up. Love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of the stream. Great evening. See you tomorrow. 4D, thank you so much for hanging out. Have fun. Much success on the setting up. It's not really fun. It's more like a thing you do. And I hope you have a great night and a great stream too.
Love you, man. See you soon.
Imagine speaking before you think.
Yes.
Not in this stream.
That's it. We'll get the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs.
Never.
I don't know. I just had that scene in my head where they're walking with the seaweed.
The mustache. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
That's why it would be quite disappointing if you give up halfway through.
Ooh, this passive aggressiveness coming through slowly. That's right, it would be quite disappointing.
Please, save this town from despair. Show me your dazzling light of hope to crush despair.
And there's the Nagisa we know.
What do you mean? I'm hope? I don't understand what you mean at all.
You are being made into an icon. just accept it.
Ah, I see. So you still don't understand. I blame myself. I should have been more enthusiastic.
Obsessed with that movie when I was little. I still have a soundtrack. I
am sorry,
don't
but
remember much of it.
the soundtrack in that movie was absolutely brilliant.
Was that
I'm a
also-
Goofy Goober, yeah.
I was gonna say that's also the Goofy Goober one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah. You're a Goofy Goober, yeah. The music and the songs were so good. Absolutely on point.
I only really know them because Tifa sings them every now and then. So
Yeah. I still sing the Goofy Goober song.
SpongeBob to me was never the thing where I was like, oh my god, I need to watch it. It's like, oh, it's SpongeBob. It never really clicked with me for some reason.
But regardless, I truly do believe in you. No matter how big the despair, hope will
The camera.
always win in the end.
It's kind of like jumping over us.
That is why I feel no remorse becoming despair myself.
You're just as crazy as those kids. You must be insane.
Technically worse, I would say.
Who
Delusional?
cares about me? The more important thing is what you two are going to do now.
No, worse than the kids.
Oh.
Not as a, not like in terms of like, is he delusional or whatever, but he has been able to set this up under their noses.
He's kind of like Junko in a way.
Yeah, all of them are, I would imagine. Like all of the ultimate despair.
He's kind of on the same level.
Yeah.
Just not going as big.
Now that Toko's lie has been uncovered,
It hasn't been a lie. She just didn't tell us, which is also bad. But still.
We can argue about that.
Tell me the truth.
Like denying it or not telling us is like half telling the truth.
What he's saying, it's a lie, right? That I'm gonna be traded for Byakuya, and you've been lying this whole time.
It's very believable. When I was very little, my mother told me that SpongeBob wouldn't be good. Then I watched it with 6 and I liked it. SpongeBob is just nice, easy, funny, enjoyable.
Yeah. Maybe your mother thinks of SpongeBob the same way, and I was like, nah. But
Like if you
It's not bad.
just think about it, I can imagine why she would say that, but
maybe the reason why SpongeBob just never really clicked for me is because I ended up with a person that is very similar to Patrick.
you're Octo.
Tell me I'm wrong, though.
You're Squidward.
I am, but tell me I'm wrong. Exactly.
I'm not sure.
The first few seasons of SpongeBob were wonderful. Are the first ones better than the later ones? And the same with the movies? Because I've read that, but I personally cannot confirm or deny that. So
I haven't seen the last movie, and also haven't really seen the last seasons of SpongeBob before they stopped it.
yes, because the creator left. Oh yeah, true. First he left, then he came back, and then unfortunately he passed away, no? And didn't he also specifically say that he was not going to do any more movies, and like the day after the public learned that he died, they announced a new movie? Something
Really?
like that. Yeah, I could be wrong. Please
It's like,
correct me.
oh, we're so sorry for our loss. Oh wait, he's gone. So where can we get more money from?
The German Monokuma voice from Danganronpa is the same voice as SpongeBob in Germany. That makes sense.
To be fair, Germany has like 5 voice actors. I feel like the chances that it's someone else is also incredibly small.
Fair. Yes.
You can't deny it. Every
I
time
won't.
I watch something in German that's animated, they all seem to be the same person.
Why do I watch 99% of the stuff in English?
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking you were gonna try to
No.
go against what I was
No, I was
saying.
gonna say that makes perfect sense to me because Monokuma's voice is kind of unique in its like high pitch, if that makes sense. And I know the German voice of SpongeBob. I mean, not the voice actor, but I've heard it. So, yeah, but I would imagine if you, especially if you like SpongeBob and you watch it in German and when you hear the Monokuma voice by the same guy, that's the moment. It's like, this is SpongeBob killing people. Like,
That is sometimes very hard to like can disconnect the voice from one character and then like can add it to another.
Maybe we should watch it in German just because of that. Watch some German SpongeBob and then German Monokuma.
But technically we already know the story, so it's also fine. Also, in case you didn't hear it from our accents yet, he's German.
She's Dutch.
I'm Dutch.
Anime English dub Monokuma is atrocious. The other voices are mostly good and some are amazing. Why didn't they just get the voice actors from the games? I guess money.
A lot of the dub is...
It's gotta be a lie. Right? Answer me, Toko!
Who would actually want to save someone like you? Of course it's not a lie.
And Toko snaps.
You can just tell how much she hates being the asshole, but it's like she can't help herself. Like every time she does something that is like classic Toko, she also starts stuttering again.
Yeah, sort of like being flustered.
Yeah, and when she's like warming up to people, she stops. Like after the first Danganronpa, I thought she just genuinely stutters when she speaks, which, you know, she just stutters. But it's being flustered that makes her speak like that.
Yeah, I can...
Ah, ich hab's doch gewusst. Can definitely hear the accent. Oh yeah.
I still find it funny that people can hear your accent. Like, I do not hear anything in the way you speak.
I can hear my accent.
Like, if I would listen to you on the street, I would believe you're English. Like, with me, I know I have a super heavy accent.
Oi, mate, thank you for that.
Pass me the water.
Have some tea and crumpets. They got some of them back. Funniest thing is they got one of the VAs back and cast him as a different character. Why would you do that?
But a bigger role, so it's like a promotion.
Yeah, like that's nice. I mean, I guess that also means a bigger paycheck because usually voice actors get paid more if they do more lines. But like I remember Danganronpa in the West becoming a thing before it got localized and people being like all hyped up and doing fan translations and all that. But you wouldn't do that to a fan base this.
Oh shit, DK is back!
DK! How are you doing? Thank you for the resub. We've missed you.
Very glad to hear you didn't die from work yet. How are you doing?
Everything that's happened since you were here last. Also, shit, tier 2. That means 2 beans.
If you want them. How have you been, man?
It's DK. Just because he hasn't been here in a while doesn't mean I forget things like that.
So I feel like I haven't seen DK in like a year.
Of course I want them.
Maybe he put aside all of that and likes rainbows.
Let me press this button.
And non-despair.
Put on some music. Let's go with this one. Thank you, Jack. You make me happy. Mwah. You know, I don't have a very good memory with most things. But this one I remember.
How have you been? How's work been?
Oh, the stench coming out of this. Question, both at once or one after another? That I don't remember your preference with. Oh, right on. Oh, yeah. Also, it doesn't say it in there, it says it in the about part of our Twitch channel. When someone subscribes to us or does enough bits and all that jazz, we offer you the chance of making us eat these disgusting beans.
I'm not happy with what I got.
One at a time, as together ain't satisfying enough. Okay, then blind pick, because I know one of them is gonna be... Fuck, I got the good one first. That's sausage.
No, that's not sausage.
That is sausage.
I think it's mud. Cheers, DK.
No,
welcome
Tifa,
back.
This is mud. This is probably buttered popcorn.
Isn't that the dog poop one? Not dog poop, dog food.
Yeah, buttered popcorn. Which will go really well with the flavor of...
Oh, it is sausage.
The flavor of mud or root beer. Kelly!
So
Thank
nice
you
to have you
for
back,
the
DK.
resub.
Kelly!
How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Also, I'm
Thank
guessing
you.
for you, Kelly, no bean. Ah, it's stuck in my teeth.
How can sausage be so disgusting?
Because it tastes like really bad sausage.
Like, these people never ate sausage.
I think they have. I've had bad sausages and they tasted like that.
Yeah, that is true.
Clink me, you animal. DK, here's
Cheers. How have you been, Kelly? How was work? Are you back home?
Yeah, it's mud. But I like root beer, so not that bad.
It's soap. Now I can wash out the sausage. Why do you always get the good ones with DK, by the way?
This is not a good one. It's just of the bad ones, this is one that doesn't work on me because I like root beer. And their idea of ground is just root beer.
The ground one does not taste like root beer.
Not to you, but it does to me.
It tastes like actual ground.
I've never eaten ground.
Never had mud pies?
Nope. I've made them, but I wasn't dumb enough to eat them. I mean, even as a kid, I knew that was not edible.
That explains a lot.
It didn't help that I grew up very sheltered for most of my life, and my parents instilled into me that there is bacteria living in sand where if I would get some in my mouth, I might die from it. Which is technically true, but I'm pretty sure most kids have had sand in their mouth.
Yeah, it's the same with learning that you shouldn't swallow chewing gum or watermelon seeds because a tree will start growing in your stomach. And still we all did it.
Kelly, thank you for the tip.
For the $6.90. Thank you very much.
That's a nice tip. Also, we don't have an overlay for that for some reason. Sorry. Sorry on mobile with like 10-second delay.
Didn't get triggered.
To get you up on what's been going on here. After my last college teammate abandoned me, sorry to hear it, I spent all my time working on the project and got a G. Good, equals around a 7.5 out of 10. Nice, that's not bad. Especially if you did most of the work yourself. As in alone, you're just one person if it's a project for two. So. Now my brain is still such a mess that I cannot seem to get anything organized anymore. If you can, I would suggest to take a break.
That sounds like you definitely need a break.
Yeah.
It really sucks that your teammate just left you hanging there.
Do you still have to work with them in the future, or can you just repay their kindness with just not working with them anymore?
Like, fuck that. But I am super happy you still got that score though. Like, that's awesome.
Yes, that's very good.
But you have the plus point now that you're here. You can have some of your some of your brain cells die off.
Like
then you'll relax automatically.
Yeah, like, yes. And Kelly has been good, work's been good. Worked with a TV personality yesterday and she was great. Chilling today. Nice.
You deserve to chill as well.
And you deserve good customers. That's also
true.
important.
Especially with what you're doing.
Yes.
Nice customers. I can imagine make work and life so much easier.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you very much, both of you.
Yes, thank you. Oh wait, this is one of the overlays where I can actually hear the music I'm hearing in real time.
Oh yeah, true. You mentioned that people hear different music. So confusing.
It's
Beans.
racist, isn't it?
Never,
ever beans. Well, I didn't hate these two. Alright.
Sausage wrap I sent forever ago in my head again. I still have the Goofy Goober stuck in my head.
I remember the video with students. Good times. I am on a break, Past few weeks only work, no college. Just take some time for my brain to adapt back to how it should deal with free time. Next week I'll also be 2 weeks off of work. Nice. Do you already have plans?
Gonna go anywhere?
Chill and sit down and just actively do nothing. Just what I like to do every now and then too.
Sometimes that can be really nice. To just literally have a week of shutting off, basically.
Yeah, I need that occasionally.
Yeah.
Like I spend a whole like weekend or just one day even, just like doing nothing, and then I, like this part of me like keeps like in the back of my head like, oh no, I should be doing something with time. I should be productive. I'm like, no, I need to actively not do anything, just to like reset my brain kind of thing, and that's fair, I think.
Yeah. And especially after like a stressful time, I also don't feel like doing anything, so...
Everybody deserves a break. Only a barbecue with a friend coming over. Nice. Apart from that, absolutely nothing. Glad to hear it.
Enjoy it. You deserve it.
That's why I find Shabbat so helpful. Taking a day off a week. Yes. Or 2. Like, sometimes you just need a break, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I think for some reason, for too long, like I've led this like attitude of, oh, I need to be productive all the time in my spare time to like get to my head. Like that is nice to get stuff done, but every now and then I just need to chill and take it moment to moment.
Yeah.
Taking a break is being productive. Took me a long time to understand. Yes. Yes. I still feel guilty, but I feel better after at least. That's my point. I'm still at that like learning phase where it's like it's okay to do this. I understand that, and I would tell this to everybody. I'm not just saying it. But fully getting there, it's like, yeah, I still need a moment myself with that too.
Yeah. Especially you. You always felt like you wasted your time if we don't do anything for a day.
Yeah.
And I guess I can sort of understand that feeling, but sometimes your body just needs to shut down as well.
Yeah.
And your mind. Well, my mind's always shut off, but you know what I'm trying to say
Never
here.
on. I get that. Finally opened Animal Crossing again today after a month and a half of not playing. Oh, okay.
Understandable. I still haven't started playing again. Like I
Me neither.
completely burned myself out on it, but it is such a chill and relaxing game. And sometimes that's all you need. Just some chill online fishing.
Fair. I have a problem with if I should do something, my brain says no. If I don't have anything to do, my brain says nothing and everything is alright.
Yeah, I can...
I have that problem sometimes too.
I can feel that.
Sometimes I have days where I'm not productive at all. Like I can get by, like experience carries me through the day at work. And then there are other days where in like 1 hour I can get more done than I do in an entire week. Because I have this like burst of, I don't know, creativity. I don't know what it is. And I just get stuff done. And then every time I don't manage to do that, I feel like I have to compare myself to these moments, but that doesn't work. Like I can't control when I am at my best. If I could, that would be great. I'm happy that I now have a bedhead hairstyle. I can cosplay Nagisa. Don't forget the necklace.
Yes, this necklace is great.
Mm-hmm.
That's
ADHD,
very fun.
so I get that hyperfocus is wild. Just from my experience, I mean, I don't think I have ADHD and I've never been diagnosed or anything like that. But if it's like this, then yeah, I think I grasp the concept. Like,
I don't have it, but I can sometimes relate, I suppose. But I'm more like a squirrel, like jumping all over the place. Especially when it comes to work.
yeah, but with you, that's because you let yourself be distracted. Like, I can see you work every other day and you are very thorough. So no, I honestly think with you, it's more like, oh shit, this needs to be done and this and this and this and this. And when people tell you to do stuff, you're like, where do I go first?
Yeah, I guess it also doesn't help.
That can be fixed with discipline, if possible.
Yeah, fair enough. I kind of do that to myself.
Can also be very problematic when you decide to do something and your hyperfocus turns onto something else and you only notice it a few hours later. Blessing and a curse. Yeah.
To be fair, it's always when it's a bit like what Nintendo also said. Sometimes when you actually need to do something and it needs to be done, it's like, I'm gonna do that. Oh look, a squirrel. Has that bit of dust always been there? Should I clean that up? Luckily, oh, dishes.
Luckily, like outside of work, like if it's stuff for like on stream, I sometimes have these moments where I go, okay, now I want to work on this, and then something happens that just like kicks me out of this loop where I don't feel like doing it anymore. And I've come to accept that. I just go, okay, so I just don't do that now. Like I want to work on an overlay or something that I want to change. And you just go, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen now. I'm not gonna sit here and beat myself up because I can't. So I'll just do it another day. I was supposed to send an email, but here I am folding so many shopping bags. Can still send out the email, that's fine.
I don't know why, but I somehow had this picture of your grandmother in my head ironing her shopping bags and neatly folding them into the cupboard. Like our shopping bags are just like all mashed into a ball and in a corner in the hallway.
Where they are so that we can grab them when we leave. It happened!
Like where do you even get the patience from to fold shopping bags?
The only thing I fold is towels, because that will take up less space.
Yeah, very true.
Let's go back into this cutscene. Let me turn down this music, get back into the game, turn off this music, and there we are. My mom likes me to fold the
paper bags.
double-bagged. Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
We don't really have those over here. Like the only times we ever had brown paper bags is when we ordered something on Amazon Fresh.
Yeah. Usually here the shopping bags are all made of, what do you call it again?
Plastic.
Oh, not plastic, the ones we have. Especially in Germany, the cloth ones.
Yeah, well, plastic still or cloth. Yeah. Starting on the plastic ones which have holes which we don't and can't be reused. We do the same thing. Like if we ever do have to go buy a bag, like a plastic one, we do reuse it as a trash bag.
Yeah. We have like the typical adulting where you have a bag to hold your bags.
Yes.
And those all have the plastic bags that are used for trash bags.
That's smart though.
You know you're getting old if you have a bag for your bags.
But no. We've been doing that for years.
Yeah, we gotten old years ago. Especially
smart.
you.
Not old, smart. Not like with many points, yes, with this one, no, that's just a smart way.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Do that automatically, even though we just hang them on a nail and fill them with empty bottles. We hang ours over the door in the kitchen because that's also where, like, strategically the other trash would be. I mean, not at the door exactly, but near there, so. Makes sense.
All this time, I was protecting you and cheering you up.
Cheering us up? She called us ugly.
It's Toko.
Yeah, but...
And she did. When Komaru had her, like, moments where she was getting really low, Toko was there.
Well, yes, she did protect us and try to cheer us up, but
Toko
she also...
is still Toko, but she did do that.
But she also insulted us at every corner.
Like I'm saying, Toko is still Toko.
It was all for the sake of Master Byakuya.
You did actually miss a lot. That reminds me, recap.
We finished Danganronpa 2.
True, I think that was the last time you were there, like halfway Danganronpa 2.
I specifically remember the last stream DK was in because after that we introduced a maximum to the beans because that day damn near killed me. I learned from that day. Yeah, we finished Danganronpa 2. I don't know if you, like back then you looked up the story, I don't know if you also know the story of Danganronpa 2, otherwise we're happy to give you a quick recap. And now we are 4 chapters into
Ultra Despair
episode, Ultra Despair Girls.
Yeah.
And it focuses on Komaru, which is the girl in the bottom there, with a tree, who's Makoto's sister from the first game. She was on screen like twice.
The one whose back you're looking at.
Wait, you finished it? Never would have imagined based on what you played. Only 4? Yes.
Excuse me, we have made fast progress in this game. Like, make no mistake. Yes, we have.
Danganronpa 2 in the end took us 110 hours to finish. Ish.
Yeah, I'm talking about this game.
We are now 27 hours in.
See, that's not bad.
I mean, normal people finish it in 6, but yeah.
It's still not too bad.
It's us.
Toko.
That's right. I was deceiving you.
Oh, and Toko is one of the main characters in this game.
And you just kept relying on me. Toko! Trusting me like an idiot. It's your fault.
Probably because I'm not smashing those beans every 3 minutes. Yes. That also helps tremendously. Another pro to the bean limit. The most important thing you missed is definitely ball monokuma. Yes, 100%.
I'm sorry, but the Monsieur Monokumas are even better.
No, ball monokuma is
Monsieur Monokuma all the way. Anyway, this game has lots of different Monokuma enemies. Like, you have giant ball Monokumas, which is literally a ball trying to attack you. You have like beast Monokumas, monster Monokumas.
all flavors.
All like variations of Monokumas.
We've made fast progress. Tifa after sitting in front of a picture of Nagisa with an IV for half an hour. Yes, for us.
Most of the time we make good progress in this game.
We're doing an average 1 chapter per week, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, sometimes even 2.
I believed in you.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
Pretty much.
Why would you believe in me? I have a split personality with a serial killer. I'm abnormal. All my life, nobody even tried to trust me.
You're so used to people hating you for these things that you just cannot accept that someone likes you despite them. And you just project that onto people even when they try.
Well, that was also a big problem in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
get
we
it.
tried to get close.
It sucks. I understand it, but she finally feels like a normal person. She has gotten, she's gone a long way from Danganronpa 1, a long way.
It's always been like that. That's why I've never had a problem lying to people.
Toko had a lot of character
Why do
development.
you believe in someone like me?
Yep. And then, of course, from her perspective, it's not even a big deal to betray someone like that because, of course, they wouldn't trust you from the beginning, right? It's not like you could betray their trust if there isn't any. I mean, everybody already knows you're a piece of shit, so they expect it. It's fucked up. No one should feel like that. No one should have to feel like that, but...
Toko.
From the very start, I hated you. Just being with you was insufferable.
I think she's lying.
Lies. It's all lies.
I'm not lying. It's the truth.
This is the kind of shit you say when you want someone to hate you.
Yeah, but question is, where is she going with this?
It's easier. It's just easier on you as a person. She has to give her up for Byakuya. There is no other way that she knows of. So if she forms a bond with Komaru and actually allows herself to like her,
Yeah.
that's painful. And if she just holds her at an arm's distance and treats her like shit and accepts that Komaru also doesn't like her, you know, then she's just a person that, you know, I mean, it's all for Byakuya.
That makes sense. Oh yeah, DK, before we go too far into this, basically our enemies are 5 fucked up kids who have been abused by adults and are killing Every
everybody.
adult in the city basically taking over and making a child's paradise. They abducted Byakuya and she wants to save him by
Giving us up.
giving us up in exchange for Byakuya. That's kind of like the baseline.
I tricked you from the start. You were a fool not to realize it.
Nice. Top. I had a feeling you would say that. I still disagree. If it was a peaceful option, I would still like it.
You're just a stupid idiot who got set up by the coward Toko Fukawa. Simple as that.
And Nikita's like, you know what? It's boring.
Don't you think that maybe your ranting isn't helping? If you put it like that, she will be even more motivated to leave you behind, will she not?
I have a strong feeling that Kumaro can tell that she's lying.
If you want to stop her, you've got to try harder. Byakuya is important to you, right?
He feels familiar. Yeah, this is the servant. It's Makoto. Makoto? Nagito.
Nagito.
I keep confusing the two. It's Nagito from Danganronpa 2.
Guess there's no other way. By force if I have to.
We just don't know that yet.
Yeah, he let himself be captured by the kids that are taking over the city and they turned him into their servant.
We think.
Oh, you said he was...
Yeah, we know that he's been captured, but we think it's been on purpose.
Oh, it's Nagito. Of course it's on purpose.
Gotta explain the big plot twist of Danganronpa 2 to understand why. Yes, DK, do you already know the plot or the ending of Danganronpa 2?
True. Also, spoiler alert.
I mean, we're in the third game, it's...
Gotta kill! Oh, I got no choice. I gotta start the slicing.
Wait. Genocide, Jill and Toko don't share memories. So you made a deal with both of them.
Toko!
Well, we're gonna find out now, no?
If you don't get...
Okay. The gist of it, the kids in Danganronpa 2 are the bad guys. They are the ultimate despair, as in a group of people that Junko surrounded herself with and that carried on after her death. And the main character, Hajime, is actually the ultimate talent who basically allowed himself through brain surgery and stuff become the ultimate talent. It's all completely fucked up. This is like the last twist you learn.
He was like a human experiment, basically.
He allowed this to happen to him. He agreed to this. Junko created an AI copy of her, which is why Monokuma and all of this stuff happened in Danganronpa 2. And at the end, we decided to end the simulation that we were in, at the risk of losing our memories and going back to the people that did all of this horrible, fucked up shit.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate
Much
it.
appreciated. On the chance of us still, despite losing the memories from the game, still bringing back something into the real world that would make us better people.
Yeah.
Because basically the characters in the game are based on their memories from their high school life.
Before they turned into pieces of shit.
Before they turned into the ultimate despair. And Danganronpa 2 cranks up the, I'm gonna call it darkness, a lot compared to Danganronpa 1. I mean, killing students is one thing.
Yeah, a tiny bit, I would say.
But one of the reveals at the end of 2 is that the ultimate despair did things like raping Junko's dead corpse, or transplanting body parts from her into and onto themselves, or just bringing her their parents to do experiments on and kill them. And this game takes it even further with stuff like child abuse, so they're really pushing that direction.
Yeah. So far, every kid has its own reason to hate its parents and its adult.
It's
There. So far, we've had basically child raping.
We've had physical abuse, we've had psychological abuse, we've had sexual abuse. Now we've had Nagisa, who has been experimented on. So,
yeah, also kind of counts as physical and mental abuse, I would say.
So, and their leader, Monica, has been put into a wheelchair by her parents. So basically, all the fucked up shit that you can imagine a human do has probably happened by or to a character in Danganronpa 2 or this one.
Yeah, and they put it all into kids.
Yes.
And made them the bad guys now.
Oh yeah, and Chiaki was an AI.
Oh yeah.
True. As was Usami. Usami was actually on our side the whole time. She just seemed super suspicious because, you know.
Said it from the beginning.
Let's do this. Okay. Wait, I can't even fight her.
Stop it already, Toko!
So are you supposed to do something?
To escape, Kamaru Naegi. It would be troublesome.
Can't do anything to stop her.
Use all of your shots on her? You missed that one.
But she's not a robot.
She is now.
I'm seriously gonna kill you!
Did it do something or not?
But wait, her attacks also didn't hurt me, did they? No.
Stop!
Oh, she's undressing me. Makes sense. That also happened in the fight against Kotoko.
She does have scissors.
How do I get the...
I think she's charging herself to not turn.
Oh wait, I have to outlast her probably.
Wait, but she charges her batteries on those things. So you gotta make sure she doesn't land on those, see?
Yes! It works on the stun gun!
Ah, I get it, I have to destroy these things. I get it.
Well, there goes her underwear.
Now what are you
We're
gonna
not gonna end up naked. The game doesn't do that.
This one was to be expected though. Everything about a character screams she's innocent. Yes, that is very true. But still, he didn't believe it. Just saying.
I was right about Ibuki.
And undressing isn't really the worst thing. In our previous Ultra Despair Girl stream, we got to the point where the main character, so this girl, got kidnapped by the girl who was sexually abused. And in turn, she sexually abused us, and they made a mini game out of it. Like, it wasn't anything too bad, but just what it implies is in a way kind of fucked up.
I'm seriously gonna kill you!
Ha! I found a way to cheese the fight.
Like, we were strapped to like a coffin, and these mechanical hands were groping and rubbing us all over, and we kind of had to like stop the hands from doing that.
No.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Kind of weird.
Even with the hacking gun, Komaru should be easily outmatched by Toko.
Okay.
If you don't defeat
Almost got it.
you'll never be able to leave this town.
Yeah, thanks to the fact that I found a spot where she cannot hit me.
I like how she just gets stuck behind the house.
There we go.
And she ran out.
Outlasted.
Ah, she lost consciousness.
Good job.
A war of attrition. Usami was to be expected though. Everything about her character screams she's innocent.
Now go and repeat.
What? I didn't read them, I was fighting. Jack was tricked into laughing in AI.
You didn't need to read it, you had to listen.
Yes.
Madness.
True. Forgot about the fan service in these games. Yep.
In this game, I feel like it hasn't been that bad compared to the second one.
Here they also use it to make you feel... it's not really fan service, I would say, but there were like panty shots with Kotoko, one of the Warriors of Hope. Mind you, they're like 9-10 years old.
Byakuya gets
So it's
most
like-
of the fan service now.
Yes, most of the fan service is actually Byakuya in a SM scenario. It's true.
We sometimes have scenes where we see Toko's fantasy.
And those scenes are amazing.
They're really good.
Oh, I lost consciousness.
Can we talk about how Genocide Jill knew to attack us? And for what purpose? Like, nice, I think. I live for these scenes because they just fit in so well. Also, if we get fan service with the girls, why shouldn't we get fan service with the guys?
You do
I'm
have
all
a
for
point.
equality.
That means I must have lost.
Good thing Komaru always keeps a spare outfit.
Oh yeah, true. When did we get dressed?
I mean, to be honest, would you really want her to walk around in her underwear for the rest of the game? Like,
People have mods for that.
probably they do, yes.
If that's the case, I can't stop you now. Hurry up and run!
She's gonna decide to stay.
What are you doing? If you don't hurry, next time I really will take you by force.
Do you really want to know where she pulled the spare stuff from? I can tell you, her inventory. Just like every video game character ever.
You did it on purpose, didn't you? You lost on purpose.
Huh?
You lost on purpose so you can let me go. Right? Saying cruel things to me and attacking me without warning? It was an act, wasn't it?
But also losing on purpose as Genocide Jill would imply that Toko has some sort of control over that other personality by now.
Could also just be that Genocide Jill likes us.
Oh, she was in on this, yeah, true.
So that I wouldn't hesitate to leave you here.
What are you talking about? Why would you think that?
I mean, yeah, that would make sense. They've shown in Danganronpa 1 that they communicate by leaving each other notes.
Yeah, that was definitely no note now.
Don't treat me like an idiot. I already know you're much stronger than I am. We've been together all this time.
Oh, and almost the entire game is voiced.
Toko. Why?
If things stayed the same, you never would have made a move, would you? You always made me decide. You didn't do anything on your own.
True, every big decision she asked Toko to make.
Yep.
So you wanted to give me a chance?
Finally!
What do you mean, finally? We are great voice actors, mind you.
We are great readers.
I was with you all this time, you know? I know you well, too.
It's only this game, though. The next one
Listening to this crazy idiot's orders just makes my skin crawl.
is
Next
like the
was
other
normal
two.
again.
Hope. It sounds disgusting when you say it.
Well, that is completely understandable. But are you really okay with this? If Miss Komaru runs away, the safety of the hostage cannot be guaranteed.
The dilemma.
What's it gonna be?
Well, personally, it's for the sake of the game. Byakuya Togami is important to you, is he not? Then allow me to lend a hand. See, you'll still make it if you go now.
Pepper.
Don't get your blood on my glasses. I'm the Cinderella of the Slaughter Flower Garden. Please stop! Shut the hell up, you lanky, wavy-haired bastard!
Oh, right. Even though you two share knowledge, you don't share memories, correct? So then, you have no idea who the real enemy is. An honest mistake, I suppose.
He doesn't know that.
No mistake. What I share with her isn't just knowledge. She and I also share emotions. If we didn't, there's no way we'd both love Master. And my emotions are telling me this. To kill you and let Dekomaru escape. And you're something of a pretty boy yourself, so I can kill you as I like. No remorse.
I see. So you've decided to stop taking advantage of Komaru Naegi. Is that friendship?
Huh?
To travel the harsher path for the sake of protecting your friend. Such beautiful friendship. I truly think it's a splendid thing. But aren't you a serial killer? You're an aberrant who has no problem taking lives to satiate your own lusts. For someone like that to say things like friendship or friends, do you not find it strange? Or even shameful?
I can't breathe! Friendship! Friends! Obviously friggin' not. How you calling my friend? No! You're my friend! What are you doing? Let go! No, I won't! I mean, you made a promise with Byakuya, right? You said you won't kill anyone anymore. If you keep your promise, you can be an official member of Future Foundation. That's why you just can't. I never thought of you or Toko as abnormal, not even one bit. You're just a little strange, that's all. But even so, you are important to me. You and I are friends now, no matter what happens. You're a precious friend and I won't let you do this!
You know, you're probably wasting your time. I mean, after all, she knows she needs to kill me. Byakuya's life is in danger as long as I am alive. If she breaks the promise we made and lets you escape...
I'll stay. If that's how it is. If I stay in the city and go with her, then it's fine, right?
That's right.
Hey! You know what the hell you're talking about? You were crying and whining about escaping earlier, remember? Now what? You change your mind? I still want to escape! I'm still scared! Even now, but you feel the same way, don't you? You were scared too, but you tried to help me escape. And hid how afraid you really were inside, didn't you? There's no way I can run now, leaving you behind! As expected. You just don't get it. I betrayed you. I betrayed you, you know? No, you didn't. And you're suffering from guilt, aren't you? If you're hurting, you can tell me. I'm an unreliable, normal girl who can't do anything. But I can at least do normal things, right? And it's normal for a friend to help a friend. I'll stay. No matter how much you say no, I will definitely stay with you, all right? I've decided. Man, so annoying. All that lip service talk that I hate, so damn irritating. Anybody can just say something. In that case, I'm a great detective, an astronaut, a reporter, and a Terra super beauty. And besides, you have absolutely no idea what I'm really like. What do you mean? There's no way I'd say no. Huh? Rather... Thanks. Toko! Oh. So, about what just happened?
It's all right. I kind of figured out what was happening.
Huh? Really?
Friend? The last time I was called that was in a dream I had in grade school.
It was like 5 hours ago when we told you you were our friend.
Well, you're actually one of many friends that I have, so you don't have to take it that seriously.
bring that up now? Let me have this moment a bit longer, jeez!
Well, guess it turned out
So
all
not
right.
funny!
If Komaru Naegi had run away, the hope of this city would have gone with her.
But you didn't believe it then, exactly.
Yeah, but she said the last time I was called a friend. Not like, gotta believe it.
Oh yeah, wait, this is still a game. I like the anime cutscenes, and yeah, I agree, the production values have gone up a lot. But why are they not subtitled? That's why we're so quiet, because otherwise you cannot really hear what we're saying.
Like, this entire game has subtitles, even though it's completely voiced, except for the anime part.
Yeah, you know, the thing where you kind of would want it the most. Also,
Yeah.
we can't save at any point, so...
To prevent that, a wound like this will not diminish my resolve.
But this game is kind of a mix between visual novel...
What did I just do?
Oh, I thought you closed the game. Good thing it's there.
You didn't see any of that. Thank you, OBS. You're bro.
Like, between visual novel, actual gameplay, like gameplay cutscenes, and anime cutscenes.
It's great at telling the story, but I would like the ability to save whenever. Case in point, we need to slowly head to bed, so
Yeah.
let's try to get to a save point.
The save points are really annoying.
Also, I'm honestly shocked that he didn't know more about Toko and Genocide Jill before he met them.
Well, unless they said it. You don't know.
Yeah, but maybe he studied them before he got there, but...
Even then, I don't think that's something you can really tell by studying.
Started talking. How do we release Master Byakuya?
That chat isn't doing anything.
1 sec. No, it does.
There you go.
Best shooter gameplay ever. It's pretty competent. It's not my favorite one ever, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I do like that they switch it up a bit compared to the other games.
Yeah.
Breaks it up a little.
You're almost there. Thank you. You're making your own impediment. We are impediments.
Speak for yourself.
You laugh because you know I'm right.
Yeah, I laugh because you are.
By the way, how are you guys doing on uploading to YouTube? Badly. We haven't even finished uploading all of Danganronpa 1 yet.
No, one is done, no?
Nope. Still 4 parts that need to be published. But I've cut them already and they're uploaded. You just need to publish them. Very slow, because if we're not working, we're streaming. So we are kind of short on time between also like taking a break and then uploading.
Yeah, past few weeks have been a bit hectic at work as well. But that reminds me, this is the perfect moment to ask. Like, how much do you guys care about the YouTube description?
Has any one of you ever read one of them?
Like, part of why
our
it takes
video.
so long is because, mainly Jack, watches through the entire video again to make the description.
Not in real time, I skip through it to do like a summary because our streams are like somewhere between like 2 and 6 hours long. And with something like that, I put in a summary. Don't.
Yeah, see?
I expected that. But I do it for me.
Yeah, but sometimes you can spend like 2 hours on the description by having to go through the video. And we had like a little argument about that the other day because I don't think it's necessary. Just put in which chapters, maybe like timestamps, because no one reads that shit anyway.
But I like it.
Yeah, but
I
it's not
get your point. Yeah, you are all right. But I like it.
I let your titles go because people said they like your titles.
Maybe one day they'll even like my description.
There you go.
I rarely even look at the descriptions. Not gonna lie, I only watch the streams. Also fair.
That is completely fine.
If need be, create timestamps for the important stuff, not a description. I think doing the timestamps would take me even longer.
Not a
Sometimes
timestamp.
I'm reading it, but just if I'm searching for something. Fair enough. I'll try to be better at that because then we would also be somewhat faster. Unless we're talking about the last couple of streams before we fix our audio issues, because I still have to find a competent way of cutting out those.
Yeah, we also had some audio problems.
Right, must be game.
All you have to do is defeat the final boss. You save the princess after defeating the final boss, right? In theory.
In theory?
I was not the only one who came up with the plan to take you to the children's base.
Unless the prince is in another castle. I do read the descriptions on videos often, so at least have the generic links to the channel. That we do have there.
Yeah.
Only time I read the descriptions when I've been told there is some info in there not in the video, like a link.
Yeah, that's
Fair
never
enough.
the case.
Fair enough.
I have a partner.
Thank you for your input.
Not sure
Thank
what
you very much. Appreciate it.
Who is that?
There's no way I would tell you that. I have already been disqualified from the game. But it'll be all right. No matter what kind of despair awaits you, hope will overcome it. The deeper and darker the despair, the brighter and more powerful the hope born from it.
Deeper, deeper. Also, don't put spoilers for future games. I don't do that. Like with our stream titles too, I want it to be something that has to do with what we've done, but I wouldn't put spoilers in there. Like the other day, I saw someone stream Danganronpa 1, and in the stream title they put a spoiler, and I was thinking, that's a dick move.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? But who puts "I'm still crying over Gundam" in the description? Yes. Of that Danganronpa 1 video even, holy shit.
Well, they probably played that
That's fucked up.
and then later uploaded it.
Yeah. That's why I like to go with something like Ultimate People Who Eat Well. The people who have played to that point know what I'm talking about. The people who don't know, don't know. It's a Danganronpa 1 meme video. Okay. That's why I think it's very smart of you all to avoid everything on it.
Yeah, Evie hammered that in right from the get-go.
You are seriously disgusting. You're like 3 steps below vomit in a toilet.
Wait.
What's the other two? Don't tell me.
Anyway, all you need to do is progress forward. I will support you until the very end.
So in order to get back Byakuya, we need to stop the children's rioting, right?
Basically.
Once I get more skilled in oh, not
I'll do it.
vegans. Vegas.
There's no other choice.
That would be really nice. Thank you already for offering. Our biggest problem with editing is that we both haven't found a way to edit what we do. Because like our jokes usually take like 15 minutes to tell. And like a short segment for us is like 45 minutes.
Like, I really do want to learn how to edit our videos. Sometimes I make some highlights or clips, but like Jack said, our problem is we don't do fast punchlines. Like,
Yeah, it's less about the technology aspect. Like I know how to use software. Like I can learn that. It's getting the timings right.
well, I don't know anything about editing yet as well, but I do want to like edit all of our videos to have like shorter versions. Like, everything can be cut short.
Except us.
And I really do want to do that at some point, but usually after work, like we have a few days off during the week, like from streaming. But
And you need
then,
them for my brain.
yeah, then we usually still do work. And then after that, we both just need to like shut down and not do anything.
Lay on the couch and...
It can be very draining. But I don't think I need to tell you that.
Gameplay like this should be cut little to not. I agree. I think you should just upload as is and then maybe do shorter edits in the future. Groundhog? That's what I keep saying.
Well, that's what I want to do. Like, I don't mind putting like the entire stream on YouTube. Like, that is fine for me, especially to also have like an archive of what we did. But what the streams we do have, I also want to make like shorter videos of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want everything we have on there be 3-hour videos.
I don't mind. I think we're worth that time.
I think so too.
You can cut the 15 minutes of you bitching about the game being too long without pressing any buttons. Just for you, I'll make a supercut of all the times I complain about stuff like this into one long montage.
It's gonna be longer than the game.
Yes.
Right, Toko?
But are you sure you can do this?
Like, slowest moments, January. And then it's literally just like a long version of all streams combined, no cutting at all. Just everything is slow.
I won't watch it, but you know it's there.
There's no way I can accept leaving you behind. Thanks to you, I've come this far.
Find a way to embed all our YouTube videos on the Twitch about part, on the page, so that everybody opening the channel also technically watches me. I think that's against the terms of service for a good reason.
Probably.
And not just
Should
that.
be.
Maybe I'm not really attached to this town, but I will save my friend.
The colonies, and the pen thievery I made as a highlight, so that I have that separate at least.
That we have done, Groundhog.
The Swafflecopter I completely forgot about, and it's also no longer saved, so I need to like somehow cut that out of the recording we have at some point.
Do it worse. Put that montage into every moment it happens. Yes. Every video is now 126 hours long. Watch it.
One day.
Oh, and one more thing. I have a little hint for you.
Okay.
The building the children are using as a headquarters is called Toa Hills.
But
I thought it was the
why
airship.
would they use a building if they have an airship? I mean, I guess it needs to be maintained and put gas into it.
Marching in there with just the two of you would be a bit suicidal. Monokumas have dug in all around Toa Hills. Even you two would have trouble with that many.
Then what do we need to do?
Why would he give a hint? That's actually perfectly on character. He is on the side of hope. It's up for whoever to decide what hope exactly is, but basically he is, I would call it the ultimate opportunist. He goes along with whoever has the most hope in his opinion. It doesn't matter what exactly they want to achieve. If they're the strongest, he's on their side.
He still wants us to progress.
Yes, right now he thinks we're the biggest hope, so he backs us. If it was the other way and the kids were the biggest hope in his opinion, he would work against us.
Well, we could ask for help from Shirokuma and Haichi.
Their help?
That's how that works, yeah.
They want to stop the children as much as we do.
Probably more.
Shirokuma said it too. If we work together, everyone can be saved. And everyone's happy, right?
What? Where did that come from? Now's not the time for heroics.
But I think you and I can do it. It's going to be all right.
Such splendid growth. Your world has gradually grown wider, as expected of his little sister. My judgment was indeed correct.
His luck is paying off once again.
Always.
That reminds me. The Resistance base is in the sewers underground, correct? In that case, there should be an entrance to the subway if you go through the business district. As I recall, there was a blue building. If you move through there, you'll reach the base.
So much for it being a secret.
You're sending us on a pretty specific path. Is this also part of your scheme?
I would prefer that you think of it as support. It is information that will help you.
Well, it doesn't matter what you're scheming. Master and Kamaru, I'll protect them both.
Aww, that's the sweetest thing she's ever said.
Even if it
That's
takes
true.
my life.
That's the sweetest thing she's ever said.
Do your best. Defeat despair. That's it. Just a little longer. Just a little longer, and that light of hope will swallow the despair of this place. I can't wait.
Okay.
So upset over something like this. You really are a child.
Does he only have one leg?
No, he has two. The cape covered.
Okay, so that was a sword one.
Kamaru,
But I don't know,
That's
but he definitely had two legs.
I thought it was a peg leg.
Saying
But also
it's
cool.
so...
Robots wearing capes look cool as fuck.
It's actually kind of refreshing.
Kind of true.
Yeah, for me too. I've never really thanked anyone before.
But yeah, in this game, as you can tell, there are super long moments, and if you need to save,
We make them long.
not always. Like last time, we wanted to actually stop playing, so we kept going through without taking any detours, and it still took like 40 minutes before we got to a
Yes,
save
because we read the one part in the game where more stuff happens to carry the story.
Yes, but even then, if you are at that moment, but you need to stop, it sucks.
Yeah, well.
I want to save whenever. Or have like a save thing every 10 minutes, or an autosave option. Imagine autosave.
Good night. Thank you. I hope you have one too. We're still gonna be here for a moment. But yeah, this is the end of the stream. I do feel like I came in and your gameplay duration got doubled. No, that's not on you. You just were here when it happened. Nah.
How long have we been?
I would not attribute this to you. 4 hours
like that.
today?
Yeah, it really depends. I think it was 2-3 streams ago where we had like a 3-hour stream with 15 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, but that was okay too. We had good talks. Like, I had fun.
Yeah, that is very true.
Famous words. Time to get the beans when I get. Yeah, please don't. My stomach can't take. On Friday we spent forever discussing injuries. Also true.
Yeah.
That was also great. I mean, it wasn't great that someone got injured, but sharing the stories was interesting to me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
I got cut by a pickle. It sucked.
No worries, it was fun, but I'm done with it. Thank you. My stomach, thanks you very much. How about we go rate Fodi, who apparently is currently playing Borderlands 3 with Trog, and then afterwards doing D&D, potentially it being the last session of the campaign.
Oh, nice. They've been on it for quite a while.
Yeah. I take my pleasure now in the monthly beans.
Thank you very much.
My injury was funny, you can laugh. Well, fine, yes. The story was funny, injuries are not.
Afterwards, you always look a
Good night.
cow in the ass, then it's always funny. Sorry.
Unfortunately, peanut butter. Yes, that's true. Alright, I need to go to bed and so does Tifa, so let's start this raid. Thank you all so much for hanging out, having fun with us. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. And see you then.
Bye.
Bye.